I mean, this map is really going to set the pace for this, I feel like. If DAMWON Kia can come out here and at least give F4Q a hard time, I think it bodes well for DAMWON Kia in this series. I don't, even if they don't win this, but if they just get stomped by F4Q, I am very concerned. But because of what F4Q did to Vision Strikers, I feel like I don't want to say it's an inevitability, but it's scary.
It's not looking good. They have a 71% attack rate on both, or win rate on both attack and defense.
That's insane.
So
that's insane.
Yeah, F4Q are very, very good at this map. Undefeated so far, with 6-0.
No stars down yet either from Zumba, so they're not really keen to give away any strategies. Of course, they had to give away a little information shooting the bot, Junghai. God Dead gonna trade a little bit. Junghai is gonna take a little bit of damage there. We're gonna have to back off. Rotating in is Kelly. Wall up, Boombot out. Paranoia through though, so that's gonna slow him up for a second. At least buy Kelly enough time to get back.
Good amount of damage.
Yeah,
push
really
as
good.
well. Slowly get topped up, Bunny though, down to 49. We'll scoop the ult orb. As we have the wall set up here in mid. 5K looking to break that down as Eugene creeps back over towards ropes.
I like the patience on this wall. A lot of teams will put it up right away. Eugene wastes this time for the re-rotate. Good defense, good blockade of F4Q on this pistol round. It's really slowing him up.
They pop the Nebula here at Mail. Tell that they're not really certain which way Eugene rotated back. Cut off that access. As 5K is going to continue to play around mid. Shots now coming out. Kelly going to be throwing down a dark cover. They'll all advance forward. Bunny just taking a little short hop. And Tina manages to find Junghai. Alarmbot not going to last. Kelly around the side does manage to find one. 3 kills instantly coming through as 5K gets picked off back over in mid. It's a decent little dink at the end, but Zumba able to get those kills. Sentry, however, takes down Kelly. He's looking for the plant. Pulls back off of it. 4 kills from him. He cannot get the spike plant, so it will be DAMWON getting the round win. His secret just gets chunked away. Does get the finish. We're not going to be seeing the aces. He takes a couple squats over top of him, but it was really solid effort in the end there from Afina to try to get them across the finish line. But unfortunately for F4Q, DAMWON will start this off with a round win.
That's great turret placement. That is so hard to deal with in the pistol round. It's just so hard to destroy the turret with any of the pistols, and then it slows you. Right? So it's really hard for you to get in range. I mean, even got a kill or 2 with it. That's crazy smart from Afina. Great job by him. It was a good retake. Great defense by DAMWON Kia, though, overall. I mean, really slowing up F4Q, never giving them much breathing space.
Yeah, I can't blame him for wanting to go for the spike plant, try to get that down, get some cash across the board for the team rather than the kill cash just for himself. So he tries for it. Doesn't make it happen, but still. I mean, just 2 away from having a lockdown on a map where nobody plays Silva is pretty damn good.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. Well, this time the wall's early for Eugene. Shot through right away by F4Q. And God Dead trying to see if he can catch Eugene peeking a little bit, but the slow arm going to send him back. And just watching, trying to jump and get the right click over the wall.
He's got to pull back, but he comes the pinch. Texture out. Eugene matching with the Spectres, and they will find God Dead. Getting a nice early punish. Meanwhile, Secret just waiting in the corner here just outside of a main with a judge, looking to just tear them limb for limb.
Uh-oh. Well, Cypher trapwire there. Are they going to see it? I think they did. I think they're waiting.
Yeah, they definitely have heard it as they get close to it, so need to kill it, but Texture spots Afina's shoulder. Just find the kill. So 3 members left F4Q. Is there anything they can do at all in this round? Spike has been moved up here into heaven as some straight pot shots come through from the Sheriff. Texture is getting himself into the corner. Doesn't have to worry so much about that nade. Now can just spray him down. Looks for the final. Eugene is there to cover him, so he doesn't get traded out, and that's going to be a flawless follow-up round for DAMWON.
Well, it's a good start. Win the pistol, win the follow-up on a flawless even. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's a good opening pick onto God Dead, but God Dead kind of, playing with fire there in the beginning, spending too much time floating around that wall. They know, they set up for it. They get the pick on him. Really well done, and then, Eugene comes out there very nicely done, gets some crossfire. Texture, yep, that's pretty easy onto Afina. Then gets the 2. Time was running out. Trying to jump through. Get a little help from Eugene as well at the end. All right, here we go. Buddy's right in.
They have the gravity well set up. It doesn't matter. They double stack the entrance to Garage, so they managed to find the kill. Lear coming out. Eugene pushing forward. Doesn't get punished. Just manages to get the slow orb out. Athena finds both of them with the paranoia. Are you joking? What a spray from him. Zumba now shuts down Eugene and what looked like a great start might get turned around. Texture dropping down. The moves are incredible from him. And he turns this fight right on its head. 3 kills for Texture, but 5K comes in from the right side flank. Gets the kill. Fakes the plan for just a moment. Now it's a 1v1. Him versus Secret. Clip it. Ship it. I want to see it online.
That was insane. Back-to-back incredible plays. The spray through the smoke followed up by the knives. That is just ridiculous. Secret. He's going to try to fake it again.
Yet again. And the judge comes out on top. 30 HP remaining. Secret gets it done. 3 rounds now for DAMWON, and that's going to be a major economic offset here for the side of F4Q.
Well, a lot of kills and then, you know, the losing streak bonus. It's not going to be the end of the world.
Can we cue the replay, please?
Thank you, Captain.
There we go.
For a landing. Look at his stuff.
Thank you.
Texture 1, 2. Look at
this.
Oh my God.
Just beautiful.
That's so good.
Zumba snapped his wrist in half, trying to flick over to the side far enough. He just couldn't quite get that 180 shift.
Texture breaking wrist.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh, pushing through the cyber cage. They will only get 1. Now the judge can be recovered. Texture, however, set up here on the site. Knife out. Athena not quite ready for it. Martial shot doesn't connect. He comes back in for the flank. Texture finds 2. Eugene walling off the rest, gets that final headshot. It's a very swift round as DAMWON moves up to 4.
Yeah, it's just really nicely done. You know, you're kind of rolling the dice here as F4Q. Well, you know that there's still that judge potentially hanging in the hands, and what do? Pick a side and hope that you pick the one that the judge isn't at. But the judge is often at A. Yeah, that's where most teams in Korea really like to hang out with the judge, whether it be on ramps or at the choke point towards A there. And yeah, Secret, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's F4Q things. This is what they do. They're just very aggressive like that.
Texture's opping in mid. Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy. Oh. Well, 5K, the one who takes the hit. Donghai, meanwhile, poked forward out of garage, took quite a bit of damage, but he can receive a heal and does.
Goddead's 2 kills away from the res, so that's going to be a little far off. Zumba, we haven't seen much out of this Astra yet. There hasn't been many stars put down that have really impacted. We had a couple gravity wells on the spike plants, but Eugene up on the wall. Got to be super ready for this if you're F4Q. But this is a tough one. It's an unusual wall. Usually this wall is placed further back, cutting off the box.
I mean, they have to assume that he's boosted on this.
Probably.
Anytime you hear a Sage wall like that, you just kind of have to assume that there's going to be somebody sitting on top of it.
It's definitely with Eugene, pretty likely. But there's some players who will put the wall further back.
Lockdown going to be used over at the A side. Obviously no way to really clear this out for DAMWON, so we'll just see F4Q waiting out the clock. Doesn't block off screens, but now they have the Nebula. Bunny getting himself left over onto the site. No one going to be detained. Spike now being brought forward. Sentry set up as well defensively. Scout heaven and main. Looking for that head. Got that managing to find it. Pixel there. Takes a pause to heal himself up, but Texture says thank you very much. DP across the side. Rez brings Secret back in the fight. 5-member strong. Bunny out-dueling Texture. Operator not going to be good enough. Bunny finding 3. Suddenly it's just Kelly, and he will get dropped by Zumba on the end. F4Q have finally stopped the bleeding. They will pick up around here in the 5th.
Yeah, great timing on the gravity well in front of screens there. Just makes it impossible for anybody to push out. No control over heaven either for DAMWON Kia, so doing a really nice job as Bunny disrupting everybody with that triple kill. And that's just all she wrote on that one. So yeah, they're able to put themselves on the board. Finally, it's a nice opening shot for Texture on a 5K, but Bunny is so crazy good, and having that crossfire there up into heaven and Athena landing the shots is a huge kill, and that really just makes it easy for Bunny to watch screens.
They're looking for this set again. Saw him pull out the judge for just a moment, but they do slow it down.
A lot of ults for F4Q.
Yeah, everybody other than Athena, given that the lockdown was just using that last round. Do see Zhonghai jiggle peeking over at site. Kelly set up for a crossfire, as is Texture, with a Blade Storm drawn out, sitting in heaven. Nade could be good. Bunny's going to have to pull back a considerable distance if he bounces this properly. Depending on the timing of this all, this nade could be absolutely monstrous for Zhonghai. Lear's going to come out. The nade comes through. Bunny leaping straight through it all. Showstopper ready, but Kelly, he plays patiently on the side, does manage to interrupt him. Negates the ult, but they trade it back instantly. Texture wrapping around the side. Does have this updraft available. Zumba waiting for the jump. As the nebula dissipates, Zhonghai going to fall. They're onto the site, but they cannot interrupt this plan. Texture popping up the top, using that cloud burst as cover from the garage angle. Comes back up over the top, a great right click, but Zumba quick on the reply. Finishes him off, and that's the closeout with 3 members still strong. F4Q, they start running it back.
I mean, this is just, if you could call anything a default push onto B, that's pretty default. You smoke off alley in heaven, put the wall up on the cross, and then you just do your thing. I mean, you land some good shots. I mean, even though Bunny dies on the entry, doesn't get anything off the rocket, he still gets a little bit of information. You're opening up the time and the space to get in there. Good shots, dealing with Texture. Texture, again, looking good with those knives today, but this time there's a crossfire set up, and Zumba not fooled at all by that jet coming over the wall. Really nicely done by F4Q. Here goes Bunny.
Gets himself up top. They throw down the gravity well just in case he could catch somebody. Don't manage to do so. 5K. Great headshot. Follows up for a second. Oh, it's just nasty.
Filthy.
Burns the dismiss just in case. Unnecessary, but mid now completely broken wide open. Bunny getting darted, pulls back around the corner. We'll yoink that out. And B is just absolutely for free at the moment. Spots in the mail. 5K, a 3rd kill now in the round.
Just stop. Just stop. He's strong enough already. Goodness gracious. That's, I mean, with mid just being torn apart like that, now you've got the other members of DAMWON Kia watching it because they're scared that 5K is going to start pushing through, feel that confidence. Now, the trap wire there, not that it matters too much. Use the bot, but the bot goes under it. They don't even care. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
they'll just start pushing through. But realistically, in a 2v5, there's not really much that can be done now right here by DAMWON Kia. Sheriff and Judge, so not necessarily going to be worth the save overall. But need to find some kind of opening pick to alleviate the pressure here, pushing into the site. Might just play for exit. Secret makes quite a bit of damage over at ramp. 5K looking for that 4th kill. Checks back over towards screens.
I mean, there's just no way. I don't. Secret's so hurt. Texture is being stared at. Nope. Yep.
Okay. Does he live up to his name? No. Texture will get finished off by Zimbo, so 5K cannot find the ace, but it's a flawless round for F4Q to bring us within 1. So, 3-round reply after a 4-round streak from DAMWON.
Yep.
And this is a very slippery slope with rifles coming back into their hands. DAMWON absolutely need to win this to have a strong defensive half.
There are no brakes on the F4Q train, my friend. They are, I mean, when 5K heats up, just friggin' forget about it. I mean, this is just filthy.
I was looking at the scoreboard before this round. I was like, oh, he's not really doing that much so far.
Just wait.
And then suddenly, slingshots himself up into 2nd place. So it started off with 2 kills in that round.
Now we're back to rifles on both sides. Zumba gonna put up the nebula in front. There's a dark cover as well, though, so neither Zumba really feels comfortable to push up. DAMWON Kia, on the other hand, is starting to get aggressive. Astral Form left before anybody really tries to push on through. He's being pretty risky out there. Zumba's got no cover fire, so just trying to set up kind of a get. They come through. There's that wall that I'm talking about.
Okay, just gets broken down in 5K. Now traded. Eugene finding the kill. They put quite a bit of damage in onto the enemy stage. Forces the heal onto himself. It's Bunny. Continues to try to break this open. Boombot spotting 1, but really identified Kelly. Oh, he still manages to spray through. And, oh, no! Oh, that's something you don't see every day, ladies and gentlemen. Kelly dropping down off heaven. Annihilates himself for that final 10 HP. Oh, dear.
Dude, Bunny's so good at checking that corner.
That's a feels bad.
But great job by him using the wall bang to get a bunch of damage.
Oh.
And then the finish. Oh, mwah, chef's kiss.
Everybody do the flop.
That's amazing. I live for those.
Nebula out the cutoff screens. Bunny gets himself up here into heaven. Pushes through the smoke, but Texture's ready. And just a strike just a little bit faster, so now we have the 4v4. Time running low. Spike now getting planted at the back of sight. It's going to be the showstopper out Jong Hai, letting the rocket loose, finds Zumba. It's all on Goddead, who they know exactly where he's at. They get the cleanup. Eugene finding 3 kills in the round. Spike going to be defused. And DAMWON, they will continue to stretch this lead very slightly. They stop the momentum built up from F4Q, put a 5th round on the board.
I mean, that's just a great place to be in as the Rays and getting that showstopper off down to ramps as they try to catch you in your team coming through towards elbow. Just really nicely done. The crossfires are good. For DAMWON Key on the retake. That's just solid all-around play. This early one from Eugene, very nice. This is a little feels bad, man. I mean, he just sees him enough, does plenty, but then there's this great push out. Great timing by DAMWON Key on this. Neural theft as well. Makes it pretty easy to finish the one off behind Maps going forward. Now, finally, DAMWON Key able to stop the bleeding a bit there. Back up to a 2-round lead.
Look for the gravity well catch yet again around the corner. Does force Shrouded step out from Kelly. Getting himself situated now in heaven while Eugene looks to control mid from Male. They barely miss each other. The wall coming through, and Bunny really prepared to go for that boosted angle. It does take quite a bit of damage in exchange. Godhead could top him up. It might not be. Oh! Okay. Because it might not be worth, especially now that you see Afina fall that low. But man, what a snap onto the head. Disgusting shot from him. Just absolutely knocking Texture on his ass.
Yeah, I like the idea there by Afina, just in case someone's in that left-hand corner. You put the Nebula up, just kind of spray up there, and kind of peek it. I don't want to say peek it, but you'll peek it for free in a way. Dark cover is coming down. There's the Cosmic Divide as well. Lear is in, wall is up.
Oh, they're just spraying through. Kelly managed to find Bunny. The res comes in, putting Texture back into the fight. They still have to rotate back through, however, so they do give up the site for now. Zimba spotting Kelly. Gets another chunk of his HP off. Gets him set up here.
Oh, look at his position.
Right in the corner. Situated now. 3 from Heaven, 1 from Alley. Kelly, a decent amount of HP, but Goddead instantly. ADS is in, manages to find a kill on the Secret. Gets traded by Texture. Tina waiting around the box. Proceeds to push forward. Yeah, finds the final kill on the Kelly and Alley. 3 members left. F4Q. They don't let DAMWON chain another map together. Say, okay, you got 1. We're right back into the driver's seat.
I mean, Zumba is so good, man. Just being very patient around there, not over pushing, waiting for basically B site to be kind of open. And then all the utility committed towards Heaven to buy a ton of time. The Cosmic Divide in there as well. Picking that up along the way. 5K is, of course, just nuts. I mean, just actually insane. Oh. It's just not even fair.
Like another potential hard hit here into B. Yeah, lockdown going to be used. Can retreat to Alley, back of sight, or stairway in Heaven to stay safe from this. And then try to re-aggress. It's not going to be a lot of time, especially because of that slow orb. They're not going to be able to get their way onto the site and get the spike planted down. They move forward. Actually taking just a little bit of damage from that Judge at range, but trades way more of it back onto Bunny. Boombot going to be cleared. As Eugene manages to find Goddead. Get his head off, and that's going to be the spike down.
Oh, a lot of utility was committed in the back. 5K going to find Secret.
It's a good wraparound angle. That Nebula now gone. He leers to get himself moved forward. Alarm bot chucked out. They push through. Afina manages to find Texture, and it's all just on Eugene. Sitting in the corner below Heaven. Spots him. Afina in a little bit of a double take. Tags him up. Bunny with a hop over top of the plant box. Finishes him, and that ties us up at 5-5.
Oh, my word. They're just... even though DAMWON Kia does a great job reacting to this, they get in the faces of F4Q really quickly with this maneuver, and you know, F4Q commits a ton of utility to back B. Like, there's a gravity well, a nano swarm, a slow orb. I mean, they're just assuming that somebody's back. If somebody's back there, they're just going to try to get them killed. Nobody's back there, so the members of DAMWON Kia Reda all come into the site, and in that situation, you know, they're playing for close range with those sheriffs. Yep. 5K is opping. You know, there is the, they're gonna, I think they're playing for the dissipate here.
Let's see. Jumps up. It's the angle now. Into heaven. Got to be careful. That Nebula is now gone from ropes. Could be a fast reply. Do they do the counter peek? Not going to happen. Oh, Texture actually tagged up as he tries to go for that exchange. Does get finished off by Bunny. The first shot here from 5K, not going to connect. Falls low. Nade now flying through 5K. Dead on the ground. Good little reply out from Zhonghai. Now needs to line up his head. Unable to do so, but Secret off screen will find Athena. Res going to be used, puts 5K right back into the fight. 4v2 as Zimba looks to lock down B, but hasn't yet fully cleared it. Kelly's still there, and the lurk pays off. He puts 5K right back, 6 feet under. Gets traded fairly quickly. Secret, ooh, with the judge, does manage to find one. He's making it costly, if nothing else, for F4Q.
Yeah, crouched just underneath the crosshairs. Bunny's turn to try. Secret, trying to see if he can get something done. He takes a little bit more damage.
Oh, just plant the spike.
I know, well, there he's dead.
There
now you can do it.
They get the kill. And just like that, F4Q, 3 more rounds in a row to bring them to 6.
It's the little things sometimes there, Secret, with the crouch, able to stay underneath the expected sight line. So he gets one at least out of it. That's better than nothing. I thought he was pretty much done, to be honest with you. But he does a good job. And, you know, keeps himself out of Goddead's crosshair. Well, let's see. Is this going to be a even half? Or can F4Q do the unlikely and take a positive attacking round on Split?
Oh, Bunny, he's looking to break things open. He's got the showstopper. He's looking for a target. Might just have to let it loose somewhere. Oh, spots out, misses, but still manages to line it up. The gravity well as well, pulling Kelly back into the center, so they do line up for the headshot. Clear to buy some extra time as they go in the cross and get the spike planted on the side. Texture bursting forward into his smoke there. Tries to stay safe, but the boom bot from Bunny finishes him off just around the side. 2v3, low HP bars though. Now 2v2. 37 HP remaining on Athena.
Play for main though, with them deciding to change where they want to play.
But
But
the
the wall is up.
They have to blow through that. Break it down on the peak. Athena dropped. Zumba gonna be gone. That will be the defuse coming through on the spike, and DAMWON Kia will keep it tied up 6-6 in the first half.
I really like the readjustment there. I just rezzing because, well, it doesn't matter. But I really like the readjustment by F4Q actually to change their plant for main. Instantly, Bunny reacts with that boom bot. It goes into towards the alley, and even though it doesn't catch anybody there, it follows Texture. It ends up getting him, but it also slows the ones up coming from alley for a second. There's just too many angles for him to react to with Texture cutting across in front of him. And they have a good chance there, but it's a good wall and just some really good shots on the retake. So they're able to come through, get the defuse, and DAMWON Kia ties it up. But still, it's Split, dude.
Yeah.
And if you tie on the first half on Split, you're feeling pretty good about yourselves.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, granted, this will hurt the 71% attack win rate for F4Q, but a slight little margin. But yeah, I think that they're going to be feeling pretty decent about the start of that. DAMWON, they did have some good trade backs, but after those first 4 rounds, couldn't string anything else additionally together to make this a little bit more solid, make this a 7-5 and 8-4. So, pistol round, that much more important for DAMWON to try to get the win here on the attack.
Yeah, this is it's always on the attacker side. Pistol round's so important on Split.
Yep.
And you can see with F4Q, a big part of their stumbles in the beginning was because they couldn't win the pistol round. And if the same thing happens here to DAMWON Kia, I start to really feel like it's going to go pretty well for F4Q. Stacked over towards B. They're going to send a smoke up into Mail from the Omen. A couple Astra stars down there with Zumba over towards B.
A lot of stray shots flying out as they creep forward. Bunny's going to let the boom bot go. Does spot 1, they'll clear it. I don't know the 2 have moved up into mid though. Just based on the gunfire. There's exchanged wall. Going to get raised, broken through pretty quickly as Bunny goes for the boost. Hard angle to peek. Can't quite get it done. Still holds on to the paint shells, and we'll go ahead, chuck it out, and that's going to force them back out of mid. Pick up the spike, and it seems like they're going to turn their eyes on Garage.
Yeah, pings are coming down for DAMWON Kia. I think they want to try to make a go of it at B. Still Zumba, the only one watching main. From up top could be coming. There's the gravity well to really slow this up.
just delays them. Wall comes up though. God dead. The first to fall. Eugene still playing boosted on the wall. Spots somebody. He's not ready for it. This gets completely cut down. Now 3v5 for the attempt on the retake. Bunny with only 22 HP. Be pretty miraculous if they could turn this around, especially with that heal getting pushed out.
Yeah, these walls are so cheeky from Eugene.
Extra moving forward. Sentry killed off instantly. He's right in front of them. Bunny comes jumping out. It's just going to be a very swift finish. Flawless for DAMWON here in the pistol round. A great start for them on the second half.
Yeah, this is really, really nice. But you never know with F4Q. These are guys who excel in close quarters combat situations, particularly Bunny. Kind of curious what they're going to do with Bunny. It looks like right now he's going to continue to kind of hang out in heaven with God Dead, which is pretty interesting. A lot of times you might, well, once Bunny gets a shotgun, he kind of starts playing a little more forward, depending. But we'll see what he's going to go for the buy. Just 6 shooting with the ghosts. And his pistols, there's not much else you can really, with the... We don't get to see much Bucky action, unfortunately, anymore for Bunny.
Slow war plus the paint shells out into mid. Doesn't get too much. And Secret just pushes forward, finds God Dead. A ton of damages out there onto Bunny, down to 22 HP yet again. Goes for the shots, but can't quite get the kills through. 5K overhealed, but gets domed once. Eugene finds the kill, throws up a wall to cut off heaven access for Zumba. As he is the last one left alive. Wants to double check this boost spot. Doesn't see anything. So we'll go ahead and pull back. Spike is still getting picked up. Will be rotated through garage as the dark cover comes down to cut off alley.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is tough. You're on the eco round. You got 1 kill. Maybe you could find another. That'd be pretty nice for Zumba. Maybe grab a gun. But probably not.
Gonna look to throw down some stars. Nebula comes out. Does manage to find Cali, but yeah, they'll just spray through the Nebula into the cubby. Get the finish, and DAMWON go ahead and find 2 in a row. They were able to run for 4 straight after winning pistol in the first half. We'll see if they can do that again, but F4Q, they do have rifles in hand now.
Yeah, now is where things get a little more tricky, for sure. Still a few Spectres. I think Zhonghai going to go with the Judge as well. Guardian for God Dead. He's been having a bit of a struggle to start this half, so the money's just not quite there.
Yeah, Zhonghai, he wants to preserve some of Texture's cash. He only had 2,900 remaining there after the armor purchase, so gives him his Spectre. Swaps over for the Judge to get a little bit of extra aggression in. Blast packs forward, gets himself into the back of sight. Doesn't manage to see anything yet. 5K on the angle, uses the dismiss, and then, yeah, this is going to get cut down in the end. 2 kills out just for 1. Nade used, bounces back. Did that bounce off the boombot? I didn't quite see exactly how that came back towards him.
I don't know.
Zhonghai still finding a kill. Oh, Fina looking the wrong way. Cut down. Bunny, however, finding 2, getting the shoulder hit in. And the jump around the corner, throws out the nade. Goes for the right click. Needs to win this out, 1v2. The push is there, though. Zhonghai says no.
Just a little bit. He was low on bullets. Kind of risked it with the reload there. Bunny's nuts, but not quite that nuts. And he tried. It's a great change of pace there for him. He switches sides really effectively. I've been pre-fighting around those corners like crazy. But now it's going to be time for the Sheriffs, and this one's starting out about how it did on the first half for F4Q. And I like what 5K did. I don't like that he gets overly aggressive off of that first kill. He pushes in and just kind of, none of his teammates are there to back him up yet, really. And kind of causes a lot of...
That's not great.
That's not what you want either, God Dead.
Oh, he does die. Afina finding 1, but Zhonghai leveling the playing field a bit more. It's a punish, so starting things off with a man advantage. Now Blade Storm going to get used. Jumping up, Bunny trying to exit. Narrowly avoids taking any damage from that knife.
You got a lurk coming out. Secret. Hanging out in mid if anybody comes that way, but right now alley in heaven. Bunny going up top. Texture underneath.
Just jiggling around the corner looking for Bunny, but he's just set far enough back that can't see his head. Hearing this movement though, yeah, Bunny just right up into it. It's just Zumba left now, playing from alley. Eugene continues to hold that angle. A couple stars going to get set up. anything done. It's just, I mean, a judge at this range. Not much that you're going to be able to do. You can see Zimba laughing there in the cams, but it's DAMWON. Might be laughing all the way to the bank as they do win 4 consecutive rounds yet again in this half.
Yeah, this is getting a little spicy now for F4Q. They gotta find something. They gotta be patient on the retakes.
This plays out the same way. Then F4Q will win this round.
Yep.
They'll win 3 straight, so they'll go to 9.
Yep.
DAMWON will win 1 to take us to 11.
Yep.
And then F4Q will win 3 more to close it.
Okay. That's fine. Little overtime.
I guess they need to win 4 more, so never mind.
Again, a fast push towards A this time around for DAMWON Kia. Junghai gonna have the showstopper. Didn't see somebody behind him.
Took a little bit of damage there.
He's not gonna get anything out of that.
Yeah, just into the screens, doesn't find anything, but it's okay because Secret will find 5K in the back sight.
Wow, that wall is really interesting. Eugene's able to place it from down below.
Yep. Block off that heaven access. Cam comes out, spots Bunny. Has to remove the dart. It's a little bit of damage, just a smattering of it on to Secret, but everything's just falling apart right now for F4Q. Peek from Texture, and yeah, a flawless round as DAMWON are just now 2 rounds away from closing out map number 1.
Yeah, this is pretty one-sided on the attacker side for DAMWON Kia.
This is also F4Q's map pick.
Yeah, I mean they destroyed the Vigitrikers on this map.
Yep. Well, DAMWON, they clearly studied the tape. Watch that VOD back, and
I mean the economy of it's just in the toilet for F4Q. They just can't stabilize. That loser's bonus only goes so far. It's crazy good stuff. The shooting is really on point right now for DAMWON Kia. Their crosshair placement is fantastic. They're really dialed in. Primed to take advantage of this situation here. And we know that 5K likes to hang out in mid. So Texture pre-firing through the wall. No damage done. Eugene does get tagged up a bit.
5K for the most part going to be totally fine. Just took 1 bullet, but damage going to be nullified as Eugene does burn the heal. Still down a bit as far as his armor is concerned, but overall in a very solid spot. Creeping back around now towards A, 2 making their way through sewers. Still have a deep lurk from Kelly. He can join in, does have that ult ready to go in case he needs to quickly join in with the rest of the team.
Paranoia over at B to fake this.
Dark cover on Heaven as well, but they're going to get the call. This is an A-site hit. Zumba with a really nice cross angle. Punishes Texture. Suddenly becomes a bit more difficult for DAMWON to get themselves situated here on the side. They're spraying through the Nebula, but Goddead finding one. Fina finding another with the Sheriffs. Funny with the rocket, takes down Junghai. And now it's just Secret. He does not last long. Gun's going to be recovered. It's a thrifty victory for F4Q when they needed it the most.
Yeah, I mean, the most important thing there for F4Q is they don't bite on the fake. They just kind of hang out at A. They read it pretty well. They sense that there's a fake coming, even though Kelly's trying, throwing some of his utility through B, but nobody's really affected by it too much. So F4Q is in a great place for that. Hit some great shots. Had a great crossfire setup throughout the top, the screens, with Zumba right in front as well. Zumba setting up for A with his stars. Heavy. Killjoy over on the other side on B. Really trying to plug up the entrances, really trying to see if they can slow the pace for DAMWON Kia on these pushes.
Wall used in mid, broken down. Kelly throwing out a dark cover. Boombot instantly cleared. It's Texture. Trying to inch forward, but 5K does find the kill. Gets straighted back. Eugene finds 1. It's like chip damage onto Secret, but for the most part it's going to be okay. This is going to send a rotation now over to the A side for Goddead. Rez used. Puts Texture right back into the fight.
Yeah, nicely done. With the dark cover there to cover it. You had Secret pushing up as well, just to make sure. So not the end of the world. Now you have your entry fragger, Brack. His character on Space Ghost. But now you've got him back. Still got all this utility for the Killjoy to deal with.
With that nade coming through, yeah, Fina just holding. Waits, throws down the lockdown. Can't really push into the alley to try to take this out, or can they? Texture, oh no, that's catastrophic. He moves forward, destroys the lockdown. Fina needs to win out that fight and does not. Now the spike is going to be planted. 5 members left alive versus 3. Jump forward from Bunny, manages to find one. Actually takes out Zhonghai. Huge play from him, lets the nade go up into heaven. Bunny finds a third. He's getting the job done, doesn't matter how much HP he has, but now he's the last one standing in a 1v2 and has to get rid of this spike. Moves out, sees Kelly outside of garage. Kelly gets the headshot through the floor, and DAMWON, they have locked in overtime. F4Q need to win 5 straight if they want to take this into OT.
I mean, short of Bunny's heroics, that was pretty one-sided. You even use a res on a 5K, don't get anything out of it. This is tough for F4Q, man. DAMWON Kia is really hammering them. This is brutal.
Yeah, fully just unexpected, I would say.
You can't lose that exchange if you're a Fina.
Yeah.
On that lockdown, you just cannot. If that lockdown works, that round is probably yours because you're probably going to get at least 1 or 2 detained.
Yeah, they were putting all their eggs into the texture basket, and fortunately for DAMWON, it worked out extremely well.
Well, they had to res him. I mean, think about that.
Yeah. He comes back in, didn't even have any armor.
Yeah, still gets it done. He's that good.
Well, all in from here on out are F4Q. DAMWON making quite a bit of noise as they move through ropes. 5K around the corner. Takes out one, uses the dismiss wisely to get himself over to safety. Secret was also getting ready to push from ramp. Will force Eugene back at Zumba. Finds Secret over at A main. Fina holding close with a stinger. Gets the kill. Burst fire, headshot in. Oh, and somehow Eugene losing out on that exchange. That is not good. It's just Kelly left alive as F4Q look like they will be able to persevere and keep this map going.
Got plenty of time. So just kind of take this one a little slow if you're Kelly. Maybe see if you can do something. Ooh. That's pretty good. That's something. Oh, not like this, not like this.
Yeah, paranoia. Would have been decent, but God dead already swung so far out to the left. Doesn't get clipped by it, so it's very, he was able to take him down quite easily. So F4Q keeping their heads above the water just a bit.
Yeah. Well, they can do it, dude. 4 in a row is not undoable for this team.
Yeah. I mean, they just need to keep winning out, and they need to do it somewhat cleanly. They have a couple members that will be able to buy 4 teammates just in case. Goddead currently sitting at almost 5,000, but economy is still fairly strong from the side of DAMWON, so they can afford to give up, you know, another round here and then get another purchase in, so it's not that big of a deal.
They smoke mail here. Going to allow them to push through mid a bit. But this is kind of the stock standard move for DAMWON Kia. They really like to keep whoever's up in B heaven kind of occupied, keep them busy, and now they're able to rotate through sewers. And this is going to be fascinating. I mean, Zumba and Afina over there. Or not Zumba, excuse me. Bunny. Bunny and Afina over here. So Bunny, yep, now back towards his default position, spraying through.
Just trying to get some hits. The Nano Swarm's now coming down. Zhonghai making quite a bit of damage. Will get traded out. Bunny falls, so raise for raise. Cloudburst down. Fina in the back of sight. Will get Eugene, but Goddead arrives. Finds Texture. Gets traded out by Secret. Zumba now arriving with that Omen. Secret waiting inside of the Cyber Cage. 5K creeping his way into the back of sight. Kelly right around the corner. He's got the headshot. They spot out Secret. They get the finish, and F4Q, they keep rolling through. 3 more rounds to go for overtime.
Oh boy. All right, well, this is good timing for F4Q, you know, covering each other. You know, a really nice timing by 5K to cut through into elbow. That catches Kelly completely off guard. Great crosshair placement as well, right on the head. Zumba popping it down with the Odin. Still going to be able to hang on to it. And nice job, even though you lose Bunny early, who seems to be, you know, popping off in big moments. Yeah, look at that. That's just pinpoint. 5K is so good. Astra's up in front, so just in case anybody's in there, well, nobody was. That was a rocket in there, I think.
Blade Storm used by Texture. Currently just going to be chilling in Ramen for now. Bunny with an operator.
Paint shells. What am I talking about? Paint shells.
Yeah, paint shells.
Explodey things.
Threw those out. Doesn't have an operator sitting right now back into heaven. The dark cover in male, so it doesn't want to try to move forward to get eyes on mid. Just lets the boom bot do some scouting. Won't be able to locate anybody though.
Seems like they're setting up for some kind of aggressive push through mid, our DAMWON Kia.
Yeah, I mean, 4-man stack. Starting to move over now to look to grab that spike perhaps.
Look at how far back F4Q is playing this time, though. So this is kind of, I think, confusing DAMWON Kia a little bit.
Dark cover into heaven. Texture taking a little bit of damage on the entry, but 5K eliminated on site. Zimba for now, just sitting inside of that smoke. Does manage to find one, but Texture, point blank, it's a right-click kill. Whiffs on Afina. Manages to get that trade back. Now, 2v3. Lockdown again going to be used, but this time they're not going to be able to move forward to try and destroy this. Kelly thinking about going for the TP. He's going to move over towards the defender spawn. Afina is gone. It is all on Bunny to try to make it happen. They get the detain on secret. Bunny moving forward. The crossfire set up. Gene catches him on the chase.
Well, this is going to be a really exciting half. This attacker's side, so interesting. 55% win for DAMWON Kia and F4Q on the attacker side, but DAMWON Kia is a little stronger on their defense. Part of the reason they've got a little higher win percentage on this map.
I mean, they've also played a few more maps of this.
A few more.
So,
14-2 is pretty good. That's pretty good.
Not too bad, but right off the bat, looks like we are going to have a player pause called. So, may just be another audio issue that we can get taken care of quickly here.
Well, I had jokes ready for Tubapool versus Rio. I don't for FAC.
I mean, that, you know, the first time I read their name, I did think it was actually.
I mean, it's funny because that's the way the Korean announcers say it, so it's really hilarious.
It's good because they can't say it the real way.
Right.
Without saying, that sounded like they're saying something.
Something very bad.
Rather rude.
Yeah, that's okay. DAMWON Kia though. I mean, DK. I mean, do we have Donkey Kong jokes lined up for this? I had a good one. No.
We've already made those before.
I know.
Because we had DK versus Ape
and I know. Then you guys were on fire that day. I got to give you. I enjoyed that cast mightily.
There was a good amount of
bananas were slipped on.
Primate versus primate-based jokes that we were throwing out there.
Right.
Seems like countdown timer's starting up again, so we should be jumping into the game. Yes, there we go.
Trees were climbed. Tubapool, still their name, still throws me for a loop sometimes. Because I want to call them Tube People, but I feel like that's like a really bad like B horror movie.
The Tube People?
Yeah, the Tube People.
I didn't know what that was.
I kind of hope they'd like play Bind and they all just like hide in the tube on B site. Then I can call them the Tube People.
That would have to be like a British horror film then.
That's fine, I don't
living
care.
Down in like the
in the sewers of London.
The dregs of the subway. Well, that's going to be a pretty good amount of damage out. 79 hit on the secret, 45 for Texture. Zhonghai does not have his heals. Had to go all in on the guiding lights, so will not be able to top them back up. So that's a good amount of value here for Bunny as he pushes out. We'll miss Eugene.
Yeah, this is going to be, I mean, it's a tough, you would think it's a tough attackers half for DAMWON Kia with Astra and Killjoy able to really just gum up the works. Well, here we go. Nano Swarms are out to slow it down. Fina popping some shots.
Popping some shots and Nano Swarms to delay. Good amount of damage coming through. Got that finding one. Bunny pushing out from tree. Claims one. Gets the headshot as he swaps over onto the Ghost. And that should be a pistol round win here as Kelly's the last one remaining. 50 HP for him. Pushed all the way up through mid. Got a nice surprise kill, but in a 1v3, this is going to prove to be pretty darn difficult unless he can click some heads just like that. That's a really great start. Tries to move out, but there's the window peek from GodDead. They'll tie him 3 kills, and F4Q will pick up a pistol round.
I love the idea by Kelly, coming through over all the way to the heaven stairs, to back heaven, and picks up a couple back there. Gets a third as the door is closing, but it's just too much for him to handle at the end of the day. It's a good idea. The timing just not quite there for DAMWON Kia. They just get ripped apart at the door. The double Nano Swarms at the front just make it impossible to come in. You can't afford to take that much damage.
Should have just, I mean, he should have just continued to play in tree, given that the door was shut. He hadn't broke it down completely, rather than move out over towards the window and just expose that flank. So a little bit of a slight misplay, but there's still some good kills to get picked up, and that's a really good start as Bunny is just kind of eco-peeking through mid against a bunch of people with Sheriffs. 5K will spare some blushes away from Bunny, however, getting some vengeance for him as he takes out Texture.
Did a lot of damage on that spray, at least. I'll say that.
There's that positive. And Secret
Love this skin.
finds Zumba. This is like a mage tech.
Mage tech, yeah. I love the mage tech skins. So cool.
Clean up blind on the backside. Oh, the pitch in onto him. Secret already softened up a bit.
Good movement from 5K there to back his teammate up from Heaven, and a good finish.
And yet again, it's going to be Kelly, this time with the Sheriff rotating over. There's some stars set up, but obviously can't be used.
At least he has the spike this time.
He does have the spike this time.
See?
So they could at least get a plant off this.
It's the little things. Imagine if like a gravity well popped right there, like as he was jumping through.
Zuma's just hacking. Just attacking him from beyond the grave.
I mean, then we know the Galaxy Brain has come online.
Then we know that we're going to have a pause because something's going on with the client. But I mean, this is...
How dare you doubt the Galaxy Brain of Zumba?
This is such a rough position to be in. They take a couple shots. They break down the sentry. He's thinking about going on the peak. He's got the lineup. Takes a little bit of damage. Oh, it's a near miss onto Athena.
It's good. It's a good, like, opportunity for Kelly. He waits for the last person. And the pre-fire clips him a little bit. Gives it a go. Like, all things considered, Kelly is playing really damn well right now.
Yeah. Credit where it's
just,
due.
You know, not so good for the rest of DAMWON Kia right now.
It just sucks when you're, you know, at that kind of range with the Sheriff. You miss that first shot, and then you're almost certainly going to be dead. So, does fall. F4Q continuing to excel. I mean, great shots from Texture. Get that dink. 5K. Able to trade it back.
Yeah, just great reinforcements from 5K over the top as well from Heaven. Keeping Athena covered there. Well, Bunny gonna run right underneath that Hawk. He loves to get aggressive, folks. He is one of the best at it. But Junghai ready for it as well. But Athena just steps right into that.
Through the wall too, right on the corner.
What
a great shot. So,
look at that angle.
I mean, Bunny not getting punished for his aggression, but his teammate certainly is.
Well, I thought they might double peek it, but Athena just went for it there and paid the price.
He's still creeping forward. That Hawk is going to go for the check. Bunny, if he had rushed around the corner, he might have been able to get Junghai. Instead, we'll look to just bounce the boom bot.
Junghai is not getting baited by his own Hawks at all. The guiding lights are not, you know, he's catching them, but he's not pushing off of them. Bunny's trying to get ahead of the guiding lights to catch him.
He's got a judge. He's around the corner. Is this going to be good enough? Sprays away. Manages to find two. Eugene counter pushes. Does get Zumba. God Dead falls. 5K busting down the market door. It's 3v2, however. Things look rather good for DAMWON, just given the firepower that they have to work with. 5K and Bunny haven't been able to recover any of these rifles.
If only they don't lose Athena early in this round. It could be a 3-man versus 3 on this retake. 5K has to check the corner. Nothing home. Bunny gonna make sure main is contained.
Junghai's still creeping through though. Hawk out, gets a blind on the Bunny. Keeps him back over towards that defender's alley. Shots flying, and I think F4Q have to realize that there's just no way for them to get into this, so they will start creeping back a little bit. Try to play an angle on the side to get these pickoffs, but Texture is just too damn good. Finds 3 on the round. DAMWON will get themselves on the board.
Well, it's going pretty darn well for DAMWON Kia on this attackers. Well, now it is anyway, now that they have the rifles in their hand.
It's a little bit of a momentum swing, but still some work to be done.
Yeah. Some work to be done. F4Q, 1 up. I mean, that's just, ugh.
Yeah, got him as he was pulling away, so it's a little bit of a fadeaway shot even. Texture, oh yeah, just catches him pushing through the smoke. Gross shots.
Well, Kelly also, those early kills. Lockdown is there. Texture can go for the Blade Storm. He's checking through. And that, I don't think it sees him. I think he got away with that one.
He's looking to challenge a judge over here at Boiler.
Right click versus judge. Who wins? Probably the judge.
He's pinging the star. Athena's here to back him up. Can't right-click fast enough, I think, to kill both of them. We'll just pull away. Triple star set up just outside of B main here. Nebula pop coming through. Lockdown going to be used. Hunter's Fury obviously not there for Goddead. Still 3 charges away from being able to have that ready. Not pressing forward yet though. Zimba holding. Now starts spraying away. Kelly manages to find one. Almost gets Zimba as well with an Nano Swarm. Huge placement from him. Zimba gets quite a little bit of damage in rather. Kelly in secret take a couple shots on the approach, but the heals come out. Just topping everybody back up. Man, disadvantage. Zimba down to 26 HP. Can they retake this?
Yeah, it's going to be 3 from Alley, 1 from Market. Just going to bounce on in is Bunny with that judge. No one home for that. He's going to spray through main just in case. Ooh, Eugene.
Eugene with a really great shot. Gravity Well pulling him in, but doesn't lead to any kind of kill. They can't get the spray down onto him as he just proceeds to bounce. So these shock darts around. Spray through the wall. He returned fire. Zimba does go down. Kelly finding Bunny. Fina getting finished off. Can they exit with their guns is the question now. Eugene cannot, but the other 2 can.
Yeah, they were far enough out, but really nicely done by Eugene. Stepping up in there. Bunny, no one home for that. And they're really playing back, making sure that they don't fall to the hands of the judge that Bunny is likely to have. And then there's nobody in main, which is interesting, but it was nebulaed off by Astra anyway. So DAMWON Kia doesn't really need to worry about it too much because, you know, they don't have any control over that smoke and it lasts a really darn long time.
It's over the top, instantly chucking out that shock dart. Bunny getting tagged, but the aggressive push forward this time does work to the benefit of F4Q. They find Zhonghai, getting rid of the heals. It's Eugene clears out B main, just around the corner, but 5K's already retreated back over onto the site. Loud burst down texture. Gets the door shut. Trying to keep them contained back over towards Alley. 5K dead in the back of sight. Spike now going to get planted 4v4. Just outside of that radius.
Nicely done. Some secret hold down the main side. It's going to be the Astra. Nebula's up there once again. Dart cover. Over there. So the dart goes in. Not much found off of it. Goddead gets taken down by Texture. Kilios, this is not going good for F4Q. I say that.
Counter lockdown. Bunny trying to defend it. Gets the headshot onto Kelly. Throws out the nade just in case he's getting pushed from the side, which he is.
Oh my god, he's a genius.
But they still get the destroy on it. Texture. He's alive. He's looking to hold it down. Cannot outtrade Zimba. Kills him with the Sheriff, but it's far too late to try to get the defuse on the spike. Has to exit. They will still win the round with a clutch. DAMWON Kia taking the lead.
Man, Bunny is able to turn bad situations on their head so fast. He's so smart, so accurate. I mean, that paint shells is so good. To react that quickly to them coming up there like that is genius.
Yeah. Very solid time buy, but just is not enough.
Yeah.
Had the lockdown gone off, that would have been the end of it, but
I mean, I just thought it was over, and then Bunny just comes in and he's like, "Nah, we're not done with this yet. I've got blast packs and stuff, so and a rocket." Zhonghai still going to be the one watching a main over here. The one way is going to be put up by Astra. Bunny waiting to see if anybody tries to come up over the top.
Okay, peeking out over towards mid. Will retreat back. The window. Just outside of it. Wants to re-peek. Keep an eye on Boiler from tree. Drone going to be used. Flashes continue to fly. Spots him. Can't get the dart in.
Ooh, look at this push through mid. Afina going to have to duel with Kelly here.
Oh.
Kelly just barely better.
He capitalizes. Takes quite a bit of damage. Eugene going to get dropped off screen. Good crossfire set up there by 5K. Finds that kill. Texture will get rid of Goddead. It's going to be a 3v3 with the B side open yet again. So we have a very long rotation coming in from Bunny right now through the attacker spawn.
Yeah. I mean, even though Secret dies through his push through mid, it opens up a ton of space. Gets them to come through with the flank.
Oh, hey, look, it's another lockdown.
It's another lockdown.
Texture.
Oh, Bunny.
Oh, he's hugged into the corner.
Oh,
Bunny should be able to see him.
Ah!
Oh, he tries to snap on him. He can't make it happen, but the sentry, enough damage is done. He dies. Oh, no.
Oh my god. I think we've seen more turret kills in the last 2 games. Oh, Junghai, very nicely done on the spray on the 5K. Turrets again, but no Zumba. Gonna be the one to get him, but very weak now. Kelly trying to hold it down.
He's chunked him out. He just needs to play time. He sees that he's trying to exit. Will get the finish on him. Kelly will give his life for the round, but that is DAMWON looking very solid. Oh, actually,
he
survived. Yeah, he did not get killed.
That is fantastic.
Just enough time and distance. So 4-2, 4 straight rounds here for DAMWON, and it's another save.
I need to make a little column on my round tracking sheet for turret kills.
I feel like it's. I
think we've had 3 or 4.
I think it's a third that we've had today.
I think it's third. That's pretty good. Look at his turret getting it done.
Something that I would like is the addition to the kill feed when something destroys a lockdown.
Yes.
Just in case, for those moments when it kind of happens off screen.
And you don't know what did it.
Who managed to get it.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
That'd be a nice little thing. Oh, wow. Actual 1 HP.
Yikers.
So he's got to just back off and hope that his teammates can kill somebody so he can devour.
Also, it's 4 rounds in a row for DAMWON Kia. It's starting to get a little one-sided. Seekers are going to be out to lead the way on this A push, followed up right by the Trailblazer. See this a lot, Seekers, Trailblazer. Maybe a flash or something, but oh, right through the gravity well is Texture.
And it gets set up. Main goes forward into main. Texture, temporary blind, gets a great right-click kill onto Zumba.
His teammates Hunter's Fury almost got it.
How sauce is he feeling? He could go for an updraft into heaven. Seems like he's trying to avoid that. As Kelly gets cut down. I mean, Texture needs to do something here. Manages to get 5K, but Afina is quick on the snap, gets his head. Now it's 2v3.
No spike was able to be planted. A lot of Guardians up there for F4Q as well. Those are tough. Those are wily to handle a bit, but...
Window's already broken. Gonna push in and oh man, God dead. Out trades him, gets the kill, and Secret says he sees the turret. He's like, no, let me just grab this orb and then otherwise save. But this is a really good turnaround now for F4Q to finally shut down the momentum of DAMWON.
Yeah, Eugene can't afford to be missing a spray up close and personal against a Guardian like that. Gotta have that one. Gotta have that one in lockdown. But credit to God. It was God. It was God Dead, right? He picked up a Vandal, but God Dead for nailing that shot. That Guardian used to be. I used to love it so darn much, and then they had to go and nerf it on me. I understand it was good, but man, it was so fun. It was so nasty.
Well, 3 now to 4. Let's see if F4Q can string another one together, or if DAMWON can just completely shift this back into their favor. It's not going to be the cleanest of buys for them. Several people buying down quite low. Only going to be seeing a Spectre here for Eugene Secret with half armor, as well as Junghai. Otherwise, full utility. And whichever team loses this round, their economy is going to be completely utterly screwed. So.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's kind of one of those kind of turning point rounds where whoever wins it is going to be very happy. Although you never know, if it's like a really close 4-kill to 5-kill round, then sometimes the money isn't too bad. Especially if it was like DAMWON Kia who loses again, and then they have a little bit extra from the losing streak bonus. But yeah, it's not. Regardless, you're not going to be thrilled about it.
No. Bunny sending out the boom bot. Texture instantly destroys that, pulls back just in case something like a paint shells comes flying through, which it does.
It is Bunny.
Yeah. I'll clear market. Nothing spotted. Looking to hold things down over on the stairwell. Nanoswarm gets a little bit of damage in, and Afina sprays for 3! Texture gone, and F4Q, yeah, they put their foot down. Say, hell no, you are not getting this round. It's yet again going to be Kelly, the last one alive, but this time in a 1v5.
Can I get a replay, please?
I'm sure we'll get it after the round is done, but
that was they all just got bottlenecked right at that door out of market.
Seems like Kelly wants to try to maybe catch them by surprise, but the market door has been shut, so you'd have to break through here, which obviously just gives his full positioning away. There's a sentry set up in the back to spot him when he comes out here.
Yeah, and they're ready for it. Got that. Tries to get the shot, does not connect. Kelly in a world of trouble now. There's no exits, and their walls are closing in. Gets one. Can he find a second? Nope.
Bunny will just get him to the wall, distracted by his footsteps. F4Q, they tie us up 4-4.
Yep. I don't know what happened to that door. It happened so darn fast. I don't know if it was just
They just held on a ramp and just shot them.
Smoke. I'm not exactly sure. Because there was a, there were. Okay, please. Oh, he's down on the bottom of the ramp.
Yep. Yeah, he just peeks. He gets a collateral on the Zhonghai and then follows up for Secret.
Fantastic.
Very, extremely well done for Athena. Bunny now, picking up the operator. He's going all in. It's just going to be Sheriffs across the board for the side of DAMWON. So this would be an embarrassing loss if they drop this round. Texture, however, tagged down to 5 HP. Shot through the wall. Oh.
You'd really love to get this operator, if you could, out of Bunny's hands. But no, not gonna happen.
Yeah. Good kill. Bot coming through. Zhonghai does manage to find Athena, getting him out of hell. Bunny gonna be pulling back, spots him for just a moment. Does get the shot through. Eugene now down to 5 health as well.
No need for that Nebula. Pushing it off. Recon bolt up into heaven just in case. Some shots as well. Here comes Hunter's Fury.
Throwing it through. It's gonna go right in between everybody. Doesn't find any kills. Dart to check, see if he wants to throw it into the back. He will. Drone coming forward, sees everybody, sees Bunny with a showstopper. 5K now with the op, finds one. Blast pack's going in, chucks it into heaven, or hell rather, and Eugene will go down. That's all just on Kelly. He continues to be so very consistent at being the last one alive. Take some shots at Goddead, can't make them hit. As F4Q will start defusing, but Zimba dies to the Nano Swarm. Cheeky little play to get an extra gun out of their hands, but the operator is still going to be retained. That's the most important thing here as F4Q take a lead.
I just am always so amazed. I love watching Bunny play. One of the biggest reasons, the movement he can generate with those blast packs. And he's just ready for it. He knows exactly where they are in the bottom of hell. They've been spamming shots up through there. Pretty high percentage rocket at that point. And he just gets in there, and his entries are so strong on these retakes. And this helps too. That he had the op, switches it over to his teammate. Zhonghai doing a pretty decent job. Look at this. 1, 2, in, boom. Never touches the floor of heaven again. Clean.
Well, guns in hand. They do have a lockdown here for DAMWON. Counter lockdown available for Athena, but obviously the Hunter's Fury, both of them have been used, so there's no real way of countering those out. Smokes and everything going to be thrown down here. Texture on the side, caught off guard. 5K pushing forward, saw his gun first. Gets that kill, but will get burned down. Zhonghai finding the return fire. Door has yet to be shut. Eugene not really in a position to try to get it for him. Shock darts over into this alley would be absolutely monstrous for him. Plays off the back of the paranoia, but Athena will find the kill. Kelly now set up over in B main with the lockdown. Ready to drop it on the ground should it be needed.
Zhonghai landing a couple really nice shots along the way with that.
Okay, they're going to commit to it.
Yeah, there's the lockdown.
Oh, great shot. Athena gone means that there is no replying lockdown at all. And now it's just on Bunny. He's chasing all the way out into B main, trying to find the enemy Killjoy, but Kelly has already rotated back over into Market. Bunny will get that headshot. Now look for some exit kills. Pulls back, spots one, but Zhonghai with 4. Closes it out. That is going to be 5-5.
Yeah, this is really, really nice now for DAMWON. Kia, good entry, good setup, great crossfires. I mean, you've got one in main, you've got one in that little cubby next to Market, inside the site. Just a couple in there. Zhonghai just doing Zhonghai things, hitting incredible shots along the way, and it is just so good right now. For both these teams, I mean, a good first half. And DAMWON Kia finally able to kind of stop the bleeding for a bit. Now they're back tied after 3 in a row for F4Q. Oh, I love this. Block Bunny's sightlines.
Still gets a little bit of damage in. Darts out. Shock dart over the top. Won't find him. He's already pulled back.
Trying to see if we can get Secret in here and maybe catch Bunny sleeping a little bit. I don't know, Bunny, though. Gonna have to back up. Something that he doesn't like. Spider senses are tingling. And feels like a bait. It's probably a bait. Yeah, it's gonna
coming through pizza. Spots Eugene in mid.
Decent control over mid now, though.
Oh, this is so heavily stacked right now by F4Q. This could absolutely catch them off guard. Eugene punishes 5K, goes for the peek. We'll just go ahead and get that overhealing from the Devour. Up close is Kelly. Got himself into bench. Peanut finds Texture. Kelly will pick up a second one. Clearing out mid just a bit. Bunny leaping his way over with the blast packs. Doesn't manage to find anything.
He wanted it so bad, but the quick rotation by DAMWON Kia is not going to find him any luck this time.
This is going to be really rough.
Oh, God. It's
Gravity
so
well.
good.
It catches him. They get the punish. Now Kelly is gone. And Zhonghai was on such a long rotate over from A. Now the spike is going to be dropped just outside of B main. And there's not much that he can do other than sit back and retain his weapon.
Yeah, I mean, Zumba just is, now he's starting to come online with these Galaxy Braid plays. Just, that's an easy one. You get stuck in the middle of that gravity well, there's nowhere to go. Zhonghai now finds a Nebula popping up right in front of his face. Doesn't really feel comfortable coming through there. So, Spike's down in there, and he's not really interested in losing his gun or his life. I don't blame him. No reason to do it just yet. And that's going to be a pretty nice half.
Yeah, 6-5, one more round to go. Let's see if this is going to be another, just tie it up 6-6, or if F4Q can separate themselves a little bit from DAMWON.
Yeah, regardless.
Give them a leg up on the attack.
Yeah, I think F4Q would like one more, for sure, of course. But a 6-6 for DAMWON Kia, honestly, not bad. Although Ascent is so weird sometimes. Like, it feels like attackers getting a rhythm on this, and they just kind of are really good at dismantling teams. Bunny in particular, if he can get some good entries, can be quite problematic. 5K starts hitting some shots. F4Q.
Nothing with that Hawk. Seems like it will just be a pull away. 3 ults available for the side of F4Q. Lockdown, Cosmic Divide, and the Empress are all up. Severely lacking ults is DAMWON. Texture got that ult orb to try to get the Blade Storm online.
Oh boy.
But still needs one more.
I mean, this could be bad. You do at least get the dart onto Zumba, but here comes the Hawk.
Gets destroyed. 5K goes on the peak. Misses out. The blind. Flying in. Zumba popping the smoke. Comes out of it. Texture. Oh no, he's just scrambling. Gets ripped apart. Still holding this angle. It's 5K. Not quite low, so almost a 3v3 if they could just get this remaining 10 HP away from him. He's going to pop the Empress just to get that extra firepower. Trailblazer does not make it around the corner, so they haven't identified where this rain is at. The dart, however, that'll confirm it. He has to go for a hard peek. Gets punished. He's getting tagged to the wall for just a moment, but he pushes out, finds 3 to close it out. 7-5 on the half. Great play from Bunny at the end. F4Q leading by 2.
I mean, Bunny just coming up big again. 3 kills, line him up, knock him down. Easy peasy. 5K doing everything he can to be crafty. Eugene sniffing it out well with the recon. But the plays up in front by Zumba and 5K are just too good. Shooting that Hawk out of the air, huge. I mean, that is so clutch there, because that allows you to step up on the peaks of DAMWON Kia and get a free kill, basically. The follow-ups just fantastic. Zumba starting to figure things out now. We're seeing some of those cheeky, dismissals where he's able to be in a spot and pick up a kill. These are the F4Q that we're more used to seeing.
Yeah, I mean, right now, F4Q looking like they very well could extend this into a third and final map. DAMWON, though, shifting sides, seeing how they're going to be faring with their own defense, because 5-7, not necessarily too bad, but you need to be able to deal with the aggression from F4Q on an attack. So that is no easy feat, as we have seen time and time again.
Yeah, and this is a map that DAMWON Kia is better on the defender's side. They win 55% of their rounds on the attacker side, 66% on the defender side. So this is definitely not over by any stretch of the imagination. F4Q has a lot of work to do. Big time pistol round coming up. If they can win this one for F4Q, though, it's very much doable, just like it was for DAMWON Key on Split.
Well, they're checking here onto B. Bunny leaping forward and instantly gets a shot through onto Kelly. Took a bit of damage during the entry, but for the most part, going to be grateful to get that kill and go ahead and lock down this site. So they drop down. 35 and 45 HP here. Bunny finds a second. Zumba takes out Zhonghai, and it is really starting to unravel. Pushing from behind. Secret's not ready for the angle. Texture cannot get the punish onto Bunny, and it is just going to be a flawless, despite how it started. Bunny and 5K both taking so much damage.
They don't care.
And they just close it out.
This is kind of the high risk, high reward sometimes that you see from F4Q, where normal players might back up and try to reassess, and they just put the pedal to the metal. Go for it. I mean, Bunny's just such a good entry. Lands some great shots into market. That opens up the rest of the team to be able to come in. They set up good crossfires. That was clean.
Well, Texture, the only one that's going to be buying anything, goes for the Sheriff. Everybody else just picking up a little bit of utility. Smoke across to block B lobby into mid. The dart will get the hit in onto Zhonghai, but he's just going to rotate all the way around over towards Heaven. Looks like Star is set up there for Heaven. Yeah, that's not necessarily what they had wanted. It happens.
It happens to everybody.
It's all right, God, don't worry about it. Sentry. Always such a pain to try to get it, taken out of that spot. Kelly punished.
Bunny has Kelly's number right now.
Oh, gonna push into the back of the Hawk. Eugene. Oh no, he falls. 5K. Gets the kill on the Secret. Now has the overhealing coming through. Texture will scoop up one in a 1v2 versus some Spectres, but takes quite a bit of damage. 16 health remaining. The Lear flies in. He ducks behind the wall, and there's the finish. 5K getting him in the end. 9-5. F4Q. A very strong start to the half.
I mean, Texture does what he can, but again, Bunny is just so good on these entries. Gets into lumber and just nails his shots.
I'm not entirely certain what Eugene was doing there.
Well, let's. I was gonna spare him a little bit on this one, but you could, if you want to rail on him.
I mean, it's fine because it is a pistol round, but
yes.
I mean, or a save round, but still just oddly timed for sure.
That's Well, at least he didn't, bounce a dart incorrectly behind his team. I guess he's got that going for him, which is nice. This is a pretty heavy push from F4Q onto A. Tons of utility being used.
Here comes the Bunny special. So much elevation, and Texture just gets absolutely bopped. Zhonghai will find one, but swiftly gets traded. Bunny, even with 14 HP, will take out Secret, and this is just a slaughter and such a devastating loss here for the side of DAMWON. They finally get rifles in their hands, but Bunny just snatches them away from like taking candy from a baby. Look at that smile.
I think he knows he got away with one a bit there, because I don't think he meant to go that high. And I think that judge shot got a little bit more damage than maybe he was expecting. I mean,
look at the elevation on this.
But this is crazy.
Boom, boom.
Look at this. Oh my God. The judge is nuts.
I think there was some split damage coming in from his teammates.
That's
so he didn't fully kill Texture, but gets the killing blow.
Absolutely. He also has, now he's got the showstopper too.
Still just absolutely nutty. Yeah, I mean, we're into the 4th round of the half. Showstopper is online. The Cosmic Divide is almost there even. And this is just brutal. Zhonghai going for a forward hold. But Bunny's already pulling back away from main. Spike likely to get scooped up by him. Well, we'll see if they want to re-aggress here.
Are they going to check this corner? Are they going to leer it or anything? Or are they just going to try to peek it?
Oh, well, okay, Zhonghai will just die.
Wow, 5K.
Great shot. Just not a good enough reaction time there from Zhonghai. Caught with his pants down, and now a site is occupied by F4Q. Spike picked up. There is this deep little rotate coming through from Texture. Should be hearing them make their way through Gelato. Here's the ult being taken as well.
Oh man, if Texture had been there 2 seconds earlier, that would have been interesting.
He can't afford to run, give his location away, so just has to continue creeping in from behind, and then he's got to land these Sheriff shots. Zumba, yep, I was going to say, Zumba just pushed back to the smoke into main. He got the kill. Now Secret is gone. Bunny sitting here in heaven. Until he throws down the sentry. Does not last very long. Gene now eliminated. They can just go ahead and chill here if they want, or they can go on the hunt.
Yeah, I mean, Kelly's just seeing if he can maybe pop ahead.
Nope. Right into the chest. F4Q starting to really run away with it now. I mean, if you count the last half into this one, this is 6 rounds consecutively.
Yeah, wow. Yep, you're right. It's not going well. This is quite surprising from DAMWON Kia. This is pretty much a must-win. I mean, you're not going to have enough money after this if you lose, and it'll be 12 for F4Q. I mean, you can't. You're just going to be broke, and you can force buy, but you know you're maybe lucky if you can get stingers. Now maybe with the loss streak bonus. But still, like, they're not going to have a lot of money. Let's put it that way.
Okay, well, Texture going for the big opening, but there's no one to be found. Everybody pulls back. F4Q very well aware that he has that ult available and was going to be using it.
Yep. They don't fall for it. They know that he likes to do that. Man, this is so weird. They're like, split after F4Q dominated Vision Strikers on it. They fall, not flat, but they don't do so hot. And now this is DAMWON Kia's best map, and they're getting just manhandled. This is wild.
Yeah, I mean, F4Q winning this round, that's forcing DAMWON to win 7 straight just to take us into OT, but otherwise he's basically guaranteeing us that third and final map. So Haven very well could be on the way, and we were talking about it before. If you're DAMWON, you don't want to play against F4Q on Haven.
No.
That is a terrifying prospect.
But apparently today is backwards day. So maybe they'll win Haven, even though it's their worst map, and it's one of...
More commonly known as opposite day.
Opposite day.
As most people would call it.
Why would you not what? Why wouldn't you call it?
Backwards day.
Yeah, it's backwards day. Get out of here. No, you're weird. You're backwards. I'm forwards. Alright, well, Seeker's going to see Athena, but well into the site already is F4Q. Turn down the watch alley.
Athena's relocated, but the Trailblazer spots him. Does get the daze, but that's going to expire. Texture jumping in, managing to find one. The Rocket, however, will shut him down. Hunter's Fury flying across. Zhonghai eliminated 5K, playing up close. Just get traded out. It's Bunny. Looks to blast pack his way in yet again. Gets up towards Market. Zimba with the peek. Gets rid of Secret and F4Q. They put 12 rounds on the board. DAMWON need to win 7 straight to take us to overtime. But that seems unlikely, so ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Haven.
Yeah, this is going to be quite interesting. I mean, yeah, Spectres. I mean, Texture had a little bit of money saved up because of the Blade Storm. Everybody else, Spectres and Judges, which can get it done, of course. Normally, I'd expect F4Q to be the ones who can get it done with those guns. That's more their MO, but of course, the situation is very different for DAMWON Kia, as they have not won a round in some time. And this could be it. Bunny trying to get up ahead. He did get flashed briefly. Trailblazer, backs right up. Texture trying to push out. Smoke is there now as well.
Texture still playing with fire. I don't know why he's still playing out like this. Gets punished. Now the lockdown coming through. Zhonghai eliminated, and they have to pull so far back at the moment. Secret starting to run away, but there's just no way for him to get out of here, I don't think. Yeah, teleport comes through. He's still going to be detained. Sat over outside of window. They push in. God then finds him, and this is not how you want to close out a map. This is not going to be doing wonders for your mental fortitude. F4Q wiping the floor with DAMWON Kia. Bunny will find the final headshot on the back of a full.
The tournament lives are on the line, and DAMWON Kia is going for the change-up. This is fascinating. I mean, I understand maybe in a way, like, you haven't had much success in this map. To be fair, you've only played it 5 times in 2021, whereas F4Q plays this a lot. So you know what F4Q is going to do. We saw it against Vision Strikers. They never play anything different. They're just very set in their ways compared to a lot of teams. You can see here. God, dead. They're going to be pushing forward. Are they going to try to pop that star? Wait for Texture here. Nope, Texture's going to win that duel against 5K. Trying to go for the follow-up. Gets tapped on his way out.
That's fine. He can just pull back. He'll get healed up.
Yep.
So, no skin off his teeth for the most part. We'll be able to reach back up to 100 HP. And I do not mind this Sage necessarily. It's definitely an odd pick. It's not one that we see often at all on this map, but it can very much slow up the aggression that we often see from F4Q, especially around this A site. He's got the wall blocking off short access. Slow orbs can really make sure that they don't get the rushes in, make sure that Bunny can't do his blast pack combos to just, you know, inject himself onto a site. So, in theory, I do not mind it. It's all going to come down to how it gets executed. But for the start, it's fairly solid as Texture looks for a follow-up and spots 2 over at A lobby. Call will come in that the majority of the players are over here, and with 30 seconds left, they can very much estimate that this is going to be the site of attack. Cloudburst come down, nades going out into the back. Eugene flipping over to the side, finds Athena, God dead. Gets rid of one, but Texture finds a second kill. He's looking for Bunny now. Pulls back down over towards Long Junghai, playing this hard angle, catches Zumba off guard, gets a nice tap in the head. Bunny now in a 1v3. 2 low members, but running out of time, and Kelly with a jump shot will go ahead, get the finish on him. And DAMWON will win a pistol round.
That was pretty good for them, and the fact that they just kind of kept hitting the place where the Sage was, yeah, they even with the damage they got, it didn't really end up mattering. DAMWON Kia is able to hold on quite nicely. Yeah, I mean, I like Sage no matter what. Like, I think she's very powerful. That wall is nuts. The heal is very effective. The res, I mean, her ability to kind of, you know, change the tide of a battle is very, very apparent, especially with the res. But now, looks like we're going to try a C rush as F4Q didn't win the first round.
Stars coming in. Secret, playing on the side, finds Bunny. Phoenix gets Kelly. Secret comes up with 2. Now Junghai making his way in. Nice headshot in on a 5K, but Zumba with this stinger forcing up into garage. Nanoswarm comes out. He gets a shot in onto Secret, but it's not enough. Just takes him down to 10 HP, and Goddead can't get it done with the Sheriff. So 3 members strong. DAMWON Kia, they take the first 2 rounds.
Okay. You know, that's not too unusual for the follow-up. It's really nice Nanoswarm. They're really reading what Zumba likes to do, and that's to hang out in the smokes and try to play, especially with a stinger. You would expect them to kind of be waiting at the edge of the smoke to try to get somebody peeking through.
Yeah, but the problem is, you know, going for some of those purchases, like we saw F4Q, despite going into the 3rd round, they're not going to have rifles in hand. They cannot afford it. So they have a big overcommitment on these weapons, and it ends up costing them quite dearly. Really good gravity well. They're at the opening into the C site to just completely lock them in. Helps get that kill onto Athena. Texture now with the Blade Storm out. Throws a couple knives, just has 2 remaining. Let's get that reset, but is forced to play a little bit further back. Doesn't want to overstep.
Well, let's see what Texture can do with this Blade Storm. If it's going to be the split Texture we saw, it's just mowing people down with these things. And, corner checks, yeah, Zumba. Takes a shot. Texture gonna head on back. The Sheriff available for him, and this is a really interesting wall. Look how much space this
He's gonna botch it, and he does. Eugene eliminated. I mean, granted, the wall will still buy a little bit of time, stops him from being able to push through. So you have to kill each and every segment of that wall. So at least we'll delay them. It seems like they have other ideas. Drifting around for the moment. About where exactly they want to go. That wall should break down somewhat sooner than the A site. Yeah, there we go. Now it becomes a viable option.
Yeah, they're really liking to try to push through A again. I mean, it makes sense. With the Killjoy hanging out over on C, it's very, very challenging to push through. And now, just moving. No stars down yet for F4Q, but there's a move. There we go. Now the Nebula comes in over at A-Link, and they're just pushing in pretty free right through the top as Junghai. Texture gets 1. Junghai is going to take it down. Texture's going to get another over to the Blades. Just misses Bunny.
10 bullets left. Oh God, has to avoid everything, but Athena is ready for the crossfire. Spike, barely enough time to get planted, about half a second, but Secret with the judge. Just mow down the last 2 remaining members of F4Q, and DAMWON will be able to go ahead, gets defuse off, even though it's not popping up on our screen. Pick up a 3rd round.
Okay, well, it's now finally going to be their turn to buy. For F4Q, DAMWON Kia, on the other hand, sitting quite pretty, able to hang on to some bad guns for a long time. So they doing pretty good. I mean, look at Texture. He already has 6,500. He's basically max. Kelly is 4,000.
I thought maybe he would just consider going for an operator here, but he decides not to.
He has the opportunity, that's for sure.
Well,
jeez, Texture. Look at him. Oh, my God.
yeah, a bit of a botch when it comes down to the the updraft plays, but it was very much in a catch-22 situation. Bunny on one side, and then you've got the Boombot on the other.
At the very least, he bought a little extra time.
Yeah. It's a very solid start. 5K getting the kill there onto the Hawk as the Nebula will come out. Just pull back away from B. Trailblazer to check that cubby so they get that ability away from Zhonghai. While Secret just going to be chilling right here in the cubby, hoping and praying that Bunny decides to over-aggress. Slight miss on this rotation here. 5K does get flashed. Eugene's made his way into the back of the site.
If that's his teammates. You know, trying to set up some plays for 5K. Bunny is dead.
Oh, yeah. For a moment, it looked like maybe he was going to be able to get it done. 5K, however, does manage to find Eugene over on the B side. Drone coming out. Gina not peeking for now.
Crossfire, though.
Texture. Ooh, good push. And Afina just finds him blind. Looking for another one, but the spray from Zhonghai is going to be too good. Now everybody starting to rotate over towards C, but Secret finds 5K. It's just going to be two members left, F4Q. So you know what?
B.
We just got to go for the B side. Stars getting set up now by Zimba. So very quickly tossing those out. Clear the Secrets from behind. Zhonghai comes creeping forward, gets himself into the Nebula. Gun drawn out, he tries to nail the shot. Isn't able to do so. Goddead finds the kill, but Zumba gets traded out. Now Goddead in this 1v1 has the Hunter's Fury, so wants to just go ahead, pull back to try and defend this. Oh, but he's gonna continue back forward.
This is pretty aggressive. He's gonna have to win a pretty nice duel against Kelly. He is able to do it. Third kill of the round for Goddead.
A very much needed clutch here for F4Q to finally get themselves on the board. I mean, it would have just been spiraling out of control, their economy, if they couldn't get that. I mean, you can already see here, still very weak, cannot get this full armor and rifle purchase, so Zimba's going to be going for the Bulldog, Vandals, and half armor there for 5K.
Yeah, this is getting pretty rough. I mean, it's down to a 1v1 at the end of this. Poor Bunny didn't even check that corner. Had no idea. The patience pays off for Secret. 5K calling for the dismissal.
Dodges away, goes on the re-pig. Huge punish from 5K. Zhonghai just getting way too confident. Texture in the meantime. Zumba, he spotted him. It's hard to say. Texture, however, playing this one very carefully. Just jumps back over towards site.
Yeah, Texture the only one over on A. He's got to be super careful, and is. And
he just rotated into heaven.
Yeah, that owl drone coming through B. Kind of, he's just making his way towards B just in case there is a push. And they're going to go for it. You get the Lear in the top. Follow-up as well, 2 Lears.
Storming their way out onto the side of the gravity well. Pulling Secret, and Eugene finds a second. Another headshot for him. Wall. Oh! Oh, he gets a burst! He brings Goddead forward, but it's okay. The Secret does find one, but Zumba comes in huge with a Bulldog. Strikes down 2, and suddenly it's Texture versus Zumba and 5K. Oh, that's a feels bad moment.
That's just awkward timing there.
Yeah.
I don't. He's got to do that. He's got to make that decision a little faster if he's going to go for that wall. Yeah.
Cuts the site in half.
Timing's just hilarious, though.
Yeah. Of course, keep the spike on this side so they can still have the sound. Texture's just creeping around. Needs to check out this side. Cloud burst. Goes for the hold. 5K playing up close, but Zumba, yeah, just with the burst fire. It'll be good enough. They get the kill, and F4Q, they pick up a second round.
Yep, now things get weird. DAMWON Kia. Because they had some money banked up, for sure. But they don't have enough anymore. Yep. And still, though, it's still a little awkward for, you can see they had to kind of switch guns around a bit for F4Q, but everybody's going to have Vandals and Phantoms, so looking pretty good for them on the attacker side now. We'll see if they can, maybe Seeker can find some more judge success.
Oh. Spit comes in, Bunny's ready for it.
Yeah.
Gets the punish on the Secret as he tries to get aligned in that cubby hit again.
Yeah, you're not going to fool him more than one time. That's the judge. That's your best gun out of your hands as well. Ugh. That's just... Junghai didn't even get to react. Oh my god, 5K.
Neither did Eugene.
Jeez.
5K. Just completely shattering open this B side, which is, you know, F4Q is like one of the only teams that is really willing to commit and play around the B side. You know, as just a normal game plan. Most teams, this is a last-ditch situation after you lose 2 members, but they say, okay, you know what, 5K, just go kill everybody, and then we'll just plant.
Yeah, that's all we need. And now you can't even get a crossfire set up for DAMWON Kia. You just got 2 left, so what are you going to do? You're both coming from the same side. You're going to have to hit just the share of shots of your life to get it done. Nope. Oh, okay. 1.
Finds 1, can't follow up. Afina will get the final 2. And we are tied at 3-3.
Well, you want to do another overtime because that's what it's looking like. I don't know, though. Maybe F4Q just kind of starts to run away with it on, you know, now that they've got kind of their setups figured out. They've kind of got themselves in a much better position, not just economically, but maybe mentally. You got a lot of ults available here this next round for them.
Yeah, I mean, ults are looking very, very good for them overall. Just great entry here from 5K. One after the other, and I mean, still going for that repeat. Eugene just punished. Texture trying to up the pace a little bit here for the defense. Creeping forward, the Lear coming out. Does get covered up. 1 right click, finds 1, finds 2, cannot get the 3rd. It's a huge opening, however, for him. Taking them down. Lockdown going to be used here in a short. Now Junghai eliminated. 5K taken out as well, as Eugene can safely just tuck away in the back of Hell. He has that res available, would love to get somebody online, but doesn't have anything to cover himself with. Maybe it doesn't matter. Afina's gonna fall. Bunny lets the rocket go. Secret holds that angle there on the site well enough to get the headshot. DAMWON finally stopped this momentum from F4Q.
Yeah, Eugene able to find a nice little cheeky spot there outside of the lockdown.
Huge opening from him.
Yeah.
Rather from Texture.
Yeah, Texture just did a great job as well, of course, on the entry. Or, well, it's not really an entry. A counter entry, I guess you could call it. And this is just nuts. Look at his movement here. Up, he almost gets that 3rd. I mean, anybody but beautiful. 5K, yeah. 5K trying. Eugene dragging down with the Phantom. I mean, Bunny has a rocket, and that's nice, but it's not enough to finish the job. Texture gonna push up with the operator. Could be operator versus operator. Yeah.
Say 5K. He's got one as well. He's moved inside of lobby. Texture holds this angle long enough. He might be able to catch him off guard. Nebula's come up. Trailblazer checking out into mid to see if there's anybody playing around there, but won't be able to see him too much. 5K relocating as Texture continues to hold this angle. There's Zimba. Oh, he tries to go for the flick. He cannot do it. Will get knocked down to 69 HP. Does manage to successfully back away. Just nice for him. Eugene now dead in the back of the B site. I
mean, look at 5K is so aggressive. I mean, he even pushes up with an operator to the front of B. Afina just chilling in garage, pushes through, doesn't really find anything. No opening there. Secret chilling by the tower box, so not really going to be doing anything off of that. And again, B looking like maybe, well, at least they might kind of try to cause a distraction. A is going to be potentially the push. And Junghai takes a bunch of damage off that.
Just throwing out the flash to try to alleviate some of the pressure, but obviously he's not going to be able to heal himself. Fina spotting him there. Still playing around the left side. Rough spot to be in for Junghai. Hunter's Fury coming out. Bunny boosting up on top of the box as the spike will get planted. And this looks very good for F4Q.
They even got a pick on the backside of B, so this retake's going to be pretty tough. Texture's got to be real careful. Nice shot onto 5K. We're going to follow it up, but the Nebula is there. A blast pack from Bunny backs him up a little bit as well. And oh, the shots are just tearing him asunder.
Yeah, huge. Good blast pack just to displace him out of the window, and as soon as he tries to re-aggress and get into position, they find the headshot on him. And F4Q, they stop DAMWON from stringing together another round, so they keep us tied up here at 4-4.
Back and forth we go. Now DAMWON Kia back on Sheriffs and a Judge. So operator still going to be in the hands of 5K. Able to maintain that and Look at Bunny. Oh my God, Bunny. Oh, it's so good. He's so good. I just love watching him play. He's just a treat.
Back into it. Weak purchases obviously here for the side of DAMWON. A judge yet again for Secret. He's not trying to get himself parked up over at C long in the cubby. Instead is playing close to garage door out in the mid. As the alarm bot to try to draw some attention if somebody's going to push, but the only one who's really nearby is 5K. And for as aggressive as he is, I don't think we're going to be seeing him inching into garage with an operator.
And Goddad's got to be careful with that Trailblazer revealing his location, backing way up into the window. Now Afina pushing forward. Couple stars on the ground.
Secret's pulled away. Melly spotting him out. Nebula comes up, so Secret not going to be able to push the corner to try to capitalize. Drone out now into B.
Should see Zhonghai. Yep, definitely. But the defense here is pretty stalwart for DAMWON Kia. Nobody's really biting on anything too much. 5K trying to open the door onto C with his operator. Oh boy, there's another good nanostorm to stop things.
So much damage getting pushed out here onto these members at the back of site. Down a low HP, push on the corner. Secret does manage to find Bunny. 5K did that elimination, however, in exchange. Break down the site, 4v2 with Afina at 5 HP. Still manages to get the headshot here onto Eugene. And it's just Texture with a Sheriff. He's wary of somebody moving through garage into window. 5K instead scoping in. Texture will take out Afina. It's a low HP finish, so not too shocking. It's 5K struggling to land these shots. Just swap back over onto the Vandal to spray through. Zimba checking up close. They get quite a bit of damage in. They'll hear him dash out. They just grab everything off the ground, every little bit of arsenal and kit that they can find.
I love it. I love that. Grab the judge, spray some shots, and we got dead.
Finally push the window.
yeah, exactly. Finally comes on in with the Phantom, finishes the team off. DAMWON Kia. You know, that one, not the end of the world in some ways. When you're on a Sheriff round, get a few kills at least, get a little extra money, but gonna be the full buy coming in. And again, if they don't win this one, then the economy goes right back down into the gutter. See if they can find this. Afina with 5 HP, picking up 2 kills. Just absolutely nutty stuff from him. Just blam right around there.
Yep.
Whoa, that's ridiculous. So we still have the operator for 5K. It hasn't been lost yet. That is a lot of value he's getting out of that.
Yeah, round over round. Just keeping it in his hands. And I mean, on the attack as well, to be able to keep it for this long. Get these kills is enormous.
And this is a big round, not only economically for DAMWON Kia, but they have a lot of ults as well. So, you know, maybe you don't use them and you save them for when you're at an economic disadvantage. That's definitely something teams try to do. But, you know, and you will probably have the Blade Storm for Texture.
There's nobody on this A side.
Yeah, play for retakes.
Yeah, because that's been going really well.
Hey.
No, they actually have had a few.
It hasn't been too bad. It's been okay. Look at all that. Look at that tunnel that Zumba just made for himself.
Yep.
Like that smoke wall. That
Okay.
is crazy.
Well, there is the lockdown. Spike is planted. Everybody pulling back over towards long. Oh, Gravity Well trying to pull them in.
Oh, just able to fit through.
Barely on the outside as the Empress will get popped. Give Goddead the operator. Gene finding Afina over at short. Goddead just taking some pot shots. They're in on the spike. They're holding it. Throws don't fake. And Secret gets taken off of it at the last moment, but it's okay because the rest of DAMWON, they clean it up. They tie us yet again. Now at 5-5.
See, I told you.
You know, correct myself.
Play for the retakes.
I thought about it. I was like, yeah, actually, no. They have had some pretty good retakes.
Well, I mean, again, it's because they have a lot of ults available, right? Like it's easier to play for the retakes, especially when you have a lockdown. That really changes things up. What's Texture gonna do? He's been pretty aggressive. Oh no, he's got a gun. He doesn't need to use his Blade Storm. What am I talking about? I was like, he's got a Blade Storm. I'm so excited.
I thought maybe they would recover the operator for him, but they don't.
It got dropped down in the bottom of the long ramp. I don't think they ever went down there after the round was over.
They could have recovered it for
I know,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, you had two alive,
right.
one stick to the spike, the other go grab the operator, but it seems like they just don't want to really play with that. Texture spotting Zumba there. Shots flying through.
Just trying to bait some shots out to see if anybody's pushing.
Heavy creep over towards garage. Secret backing out of window as F4Q make their way in. Spike's been picked up by Goddead. Turret. It's going to be destroyed. It's 5K is yet again hanging out over towards B. Oh, Zhonghai. Doesn't realize it, but he does clip the shoulder.
Well, they should be pre-firing that spot. 5K's been there all the time. They should definitely make sure they're keeping him honest, because he has been abusing this spot and picking up quite a few kills from there as well. And there hasn't been much of a response that we've seen, at least, from DAMWON Kia, and not going to find much with that one is Goddead. So they don't have enough information to safely push A, and I like this. They're changing it up. You know, they've been hitting A. It's pretty open. Goddead or Bunny.
Oh, sees him in the back. There's the cleanup, but Secret responds with a headshot, pushing up Athena. Finding yet another kill. Now the lockdown going to be used here directly on the site. They're storming forward. They want to try to destroy this, and they do. Oh, it's not behind the wall far enough. Now Zhonghai comes up with 2 kills. Eugene will get rid of 5K. It's all on Goddead. He just doesn't stand a chance to bring the res here onto Secret just to retain another gun to move forward. But that is going to be DAMWON taking the lead now 6-5 with 1 more round to go in the half.
Well, it's a little tough to deal with that lockdown getting taken out. A little bit of an odd position when I saw it go down. I'm like, did he think it was the spike? Like, were they planting for main there for a second? But it is what it is. And
I mean, I don't mind if you could cover it, but
yeah,
it's around the back of the box.
Covering it.
So it's not obscured from this back angle. So Texture just gets to destroy it for free before any contention comes through onto him. So just poor placement. You need to inch forward a little bit more.
Exactly.
And then it would be potentially a much better scenario. Maybe we're looking at 6-5 for F4Q instead.
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea of placing the lockdown that far forward. You just got to defend. Like you said, you got to defend it. Oh, that's a gravity well there. That's okay, though.
Bonnie doesn't give a damn.
Nope, he does not. He doesn't care if he's a little weak.
Oh, if he checked through window, he would have absolutely found Eugene. All right.
Oh, Bunny. Please keep playing professional Valorant. I never want you to go away. You're so fun to watch. All right. Well, they're stacking up into A again. Athena now going to be leading the charge down through short. And he's just kind of waiting to see if anybody tries to pop out.
Bonnie. Oh, okay. He backs away from garage right as Secret presses forward.
We've got Zhonghai. Texture.
Oh, up close. Knive's not going to connect. Athena finds the kill. Takes quite a bit in exchange. The Hunter Sphere from Goddead will kill him. That is not good. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
5K throwing out the Lear. Goes in for the push.
2 cosmic divides.
Yep. Zhonghai finding 1, then getting eliminated.
Oh,
oh dear. They're just on the opposing sides. Secret spots 1. Gravity well coming through, trying to pull him in. But Kelly's got the crossfire.
No.
Oh no, goes up with the sentry. Goddead just trying to defend this. The couple not gonna last very long, and Kelly, he gets the kill, and that's gonna be a 7-5 half for DAMWON.
That couple hilarious moments in there. First of all, the double cosmic divide.
It's utterly ridiculous.
Just isolates the center of A.
We finally figured out how to make Valorant a full Fiesta game. Put 2 cosmic divides in on the same site.
And just squeeze a few people in. Then, while that's going on, whoever's placing the spike there gets yanked off of it from a gravity well.
Thank you, patch 2.07.
And then poor Secret gets yanked by a gravity well, decides to go for a turret when there's probably somebody around the other side of that box.
Yeah.
A lot of questionable decisions being made in there.
Well, fortunately for him, he had Kelly to, to save him in the end.
Yeah.
And get that final kill to confirm the round. So DAMWON, they do manage to come out on top 7-5, but they still are going to need a very strong attack phase if they want to close this out. I mean, again, what an upset this would be if DAMWON can knock F4Q out of the tournament
Yeah.
The team to slay Vision Strikers. Imagine them getting eliminated in the first round of the top 8.
It's, well, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to expect here because that first half was pretty wild. DAMWON Kia finally kind of getting their stuff together and have a couple nice retakes multiple times. They really kind of are understanding how to play off of A. They just let F4Q waste a bunch of their utility trying to get in and then just follow up with some good moves of your own with the Cosmic Divides, the lockdowns, to really push them back and kind of put them in bad spots.
Well, Nanoswarms used off the bat. Just to stop DAMWON from getting themselves into B. Sentry spotting the entry here through Garage. And it's going to be 4 members stacked up over towards Defender side and the back of the C side. Wall coming up, cutting off Garage access. Nanoswarms being thrown into the back now as Zhonghai finds one, but Swift trades come in as 3 kills are there for F4Q. Zimba pushing the corner, finds another, and just like that, it's all over. 3 members still alive, F4Q. They will tie us up 7-7 as they win the pistol round.
Yeah, that's very nicely done. It just mow them down. And, I mean, look, when they come through there, it's just F4Q's ready.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, you just slam into C. You make a go of it on the pistol round. It works sometimes. You know, pistol rounds are kind of a rock, paper, scissors in a way. And then you're just torn apart.
I have
look
the
at the crossfires.
The Nanoswarm comes in a bit too late there from Secret. You need to have that down instantly, get it popped to delay people pushing through. And if anybody does push already, then you have the overwhelming
I'd like
numbers.
To see some kind of utility on the other side of that box as well to make it harder to be behind it.
That's value. Oh, that one doesn't work out. And Kelly finds Bunny, of all people, as he slowly gets top back up. So now Bunny gone. DAMWON looking pretty decent. Tina finds one texture. Oh man, another fantastic shot. Just breaking open this site. We'll go ahead, grab this Spectre. Gets the read that somebody's coming out of heaven. Sees the drop, 5K, dead. 3 kills now for Texture in the round. Does he find a 4th? Zimba creeping up into heaven, just desperately hoping to turn something around, but it's 4 kills. 4 players left, rather.
Just ride the wave, baby.
He gets spotted. Texture's on the hunt. He wants this. Oh, dashes away. Crawls out with the Sheriff. Takes one. Can't quite get it done. Zimba wins out with the Ghost. Just looking for some more. Try to soften them up. Zhonghai falling low. Zimba. Oh, really? He's trying to go for the knife. They're all out of bullets. Let's see if this works. It does not. DAMWON with a 2-round lead.
Yeah, looking good, looking good. Able to come back on that. His DAMWON after getting pretty well handled on the pistol. So F4Q, well, never mind. I guess we're going to take a short break.
Just a little pause action. Because why not? We were getting too excited.
Yeah, we're having too much fun.
Getting too excited about the gameplay. We got to slow things down a little bit to temper your expectations. But, I mean, yeah, a really weird start to the half. Just having the 1-for-1.
Yeah.
Seems like everything's going to be okay, though, as we are jumping back into it straight away.
It's been a weird haven. And, all right. Now, DAMWON Kia has guns. Things get scary. Kelly took a bunch of damage from that shock dart. And then comes in there and GodDead just executed from behind.
It's gorgeous shots from Texture.
Yeah. Pretty nuts.
So he wanted to get ready on that little boost box, but here's the feet hit the floor. I think I just heard the sound of somebody breaking their ankles.
Trailblazer going through short as Texture pushes up long. Gonna have to wait a second. Boombot's there. Shoot it out. GodDead's gonna respond with the shock dart. Doesn't catch anything.
This time around. That's a big value,
Oh,
Hawk.
That's a nice one.
Blinds 3 outside of short, and they're still creeping down. I mean, Zhonghai, if he gets the lineup here. Yep, there's 1. 15 bullets left. Finds 2. Can't get the 3rd. Still, though, Bunny down to 30 HP. As the push gets ready to come in. Texture trying to look for the chase, but Zimba with a really great peak timing. Finds a punish onto the enemy jet. Moving forward into the smoke. Kelly with the help of Eugene. Go ahead and burn him down. Bunny Desperately retreating back down into short.
Oh, no.
5K comes around from the back end, finds Eugene. Secret still full HP though. Kelly with Phantom in hand, may be able to make this work, but the ghost shot is huge. Pops to Devour, gets the overhealing up to 150 now. He's got a real weapon in hand.
I just get the heck out of here if I'm Secret and get the plant.
I think he's trying to delay to maybe fake this to try to get 5K to move through the link.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep, so does manage to do so. He's going to rotate. He thinks this is going all the way over to C.
Oh my god.
He's not going to be able to hear this plant until after the spike goes off.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Yeah, oh,
Secret
now
can take his time. He can get the setup going. And with
so
this
good.
low time, I mean 5K, you got to know. Yep.
Now he knows. Now he knows exactly where it is.
Okay, Secret, can he pull it off? He's thrown down one Nano Swarm. Popped it instantly in case he was playing close.
I thought he might try to go for main and play back and try to use the Nano Swarms, but play up underneath hell.
Comes out, Alarm Bot almost getting the catch.
No more Leers for 5K. It's going to come down to this moment, around the corner.
Push comes in. There's the headshot. Secret pulling it off. Very nicely done. DAMWON in a commanding lead, up 3 rounds at 9-6.
Very, very nice. Very well done by Secret. Just holding that angle. And not really in a spot that, you know, it was expected in a way, but it's a tough one coming around that corner. You know, having to be the one moving to land your shot versus a stationary opponent. Very nicely done. This is just another crazy round to start out with. I mean, Junghai comes in, and then finally Bunny's able to take him down, and then 5K comes alive with that ghost. Just insane. Immediately, paint shells come through. Nebula gets taken right out.
Blitzstorm pop.
Yeah, look at Bunny. He knows what Texture likes to do.
Well, they get the blind onto him. That's going to force Bunny's position back.
Try to go for the gravity well to see if they can get a little lucky. Well on his way out.
Gonna rotate all the way around to Heaven. 5K now looking to join him.
Look at this. The Seekers cause the immediate rotation for F4Q. They don't even hesitate once these Seekers come out. I like that. I like the speed.
Wall coming up. Cutting off link access. Buying a little bit of extra cover. Ping coming in, anticipating a dart. Eugene soaking one of those shock darts. Does fall low, but has the heal for himself as the Hawks continue to fly. Texture playing on the corner. Tries to throw the right click, but Afina comes out on top. Kelly dazed up. Instant return fire coming through, but suddenly it's Secret all on its lonesome left alive. He's playing well back over at long. Needs to rotate around through short. Nanoswarm's buying time, chipping away at Simba. Gonna wait it out, now moves forward. Cosmic Divide, cutting off Secret. He's got to go in blind. Presses out, and everybody's holding the angle. They'll get the clean up. F4Q trying to drag this back, now 7-9.
Again, it's just a big part of this is F4Q doesn't hesitate off those Seekers. They're just there. I mean, they're sprinting over, and they're coming in, setting up good crossfires on the retake, of course. That's just typical stuff for them. And there's a wall even placed by Eugene that doesn't slow them up too much. They're just blasting through it. It's just good stuff, man. What can I say? The reactions are great, and that's the Zumba presence, right? You bring him in to kind of make these reads, kind of get your team doing the right things at the right times.
All right, well, call comes in on the push. Texture trying to tailwind out of that gravity well, gets punished by Zumba. He looks to hold down the site. He's got a nice smoke set up. God dead, finding one. Zumba just going to be spraying through. Finds Secret, reloads to cut down Junghai. And it is such a fast round as Zumba scoops 3. Almost solo holding down that C site. F4Q within touching distance, just 1 round behind DAMWON.
I mean, it's just a brutal gravity well. It stops everybody behind Texture. Texture has to dash forward, and just Zumba's ready for it. Has a great angle from those boxes. Look at this rotate. Look at this smoke. It's a nice one-way here. Really hard for his opponents to see where he's at. He knows they're coming. And then he has to reload, unfortunately, for a couple of his teammates.
Yeah, they do lose 2 because of Junghai pressing in, but all the same. Kind of surprised he didn't just go for the knife.
It's tempting.
It would have been a highlight.
It's tempting.
We know how much F4Q likes highlights.
You don't get extra money for knives, though.
Oh, hello.
Ow.
That's a good shot from Texture, really showing off the Sheriff accuracy.
That hurts.
Yeah, let me just dome you through the box.
Well, that's some space being bought.
And there's nobody that can heal 5K other than himself.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
Needs to get a kill or an assist.
There's a cosmic divide for Kelly, so they can get this plant down. They can put that wall at the back. Usually it's at the back of A. Kind of from the link to the heaven area, so they can't see it from heaven or from link. They have to come through and see if that's what they're going to do. That Hawk's going to say, nope, nobody's there. Smokes are down for the push.
Okay, well, counter lockdown now going to be used. Can they get them out? Small little space that they can tuck away in over at long. Clock is running down, and they're not going to be able to make it out of this in time. That's 2 members detained now over towards short.
I think gravity welded them into it.
Oh dear, Athena finding 2, and this is going sideways now for this for DAMWON. Shot out from Bunny, looks for the finish, has to swap over to the pistol. Zhonghai will manage to kill him with the Sheriff, but Athena has the finish. And F4Q, they tie it up 9-9.
Yep, very nicely done. I'm pretty sure a gravity well yanked a couple of them into the lockdown at the end. There was one where they were all backed into that corner at the bottom of long A, and there was a gravity well thrown right at the end of the lockdown. I'm not sure if it caught him or not.
I don't think it did, because the 2 it was over at short that had pulled him in.
Ah, it was those 2. Okay, so the ones outside of long,
they were so
able
far
to
away.
Escape it. Yeah, just barely though. It was a good attempt.
Yeah, Zhonghai and Secret just couldn't get the hell out of there.
It's tough, man.
Well,
what
Bunny,
in the world?
Blast pack forward, takes the blind shot, doesn't manage to get the hit. Looked like it was going to be good for a wall bang, but doesn't manage to find it. But he's trying to make the RB play, whereas 5K hitching around from behind. Oh, he sees the barrel of the gun. Oh, but the trigger discipline not quite there. Gives his position away. He's not going to be able to capitalize on that. Should have played this a bit more patiently. So, rare mistake from 5K in that moment. A little overexcited. Seekers now chasing forward, rotation starting to come in onto the A site, and it seems like DAMWON, yeah, they took note of how F4Q responded this last time.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I was about to say. It's just so smart here by DAMWON, learning from their mistakes. You know, the Seekers identified last time by F4Q properly. This time they're going to get the C push for free. Very really nice changeup.
Very smart. Secret, he does have this lockdown. Does he try to use it again? Is my question. Wall up. Coming in, cleared out. Ooh, paint shells. Minor hit on the Zhonghai. Shock darts don't connect. Eugene getting pulled over to the side. Texture trying to hold that flank angle. Is unable to do it. Bunny finds one with the operator. It's an all-out bloodbath right now. It will end up being a 2v1. Bunny, the last one left alive. Swaps over to this Vandal, trying to spray through the box. There's that a blast pack over towards short, but Eugene playing close. Finishes him off. 10-9 now.
I love Bunny, man. It's just, he just is so fast on his feet. I mean, you can see just how he's just zooming around, looking at different stuff while he's trying to, deal with 2 different people, one behind a box, one over at long C there. And he has the wherewithal to throw a blast pack up and over to try to deal with whoever's on the other side. I mean, it doesn't work, but just the ferocity and the speed at which he can play is just so good. But at the end of the day, not quite enough on that one. And again, yeah, the DAMWON Kia, just a great, fantastic adjustment on that round. I mean, that time they used, the Seekers against F4Q and pays off big time.
Very solidly done. And they also don't have to commit the lockdown to that fight either. So they still retain it for potentially this A hit. They can get moved up into short. Trailblazer just a scout.
Bunny as a judge, which I know, you may be thinking, wow.
What a shock. Oh, that's a nasty shot from Texture. Okay. Opens up Heaven, pushes onto the site. Texture finds another one. Doesn't get any hits onto Bunny. Won't get chunked down to 66, but the heal comes in from Eugene. Spike is planted, and with a 5v3, I think that they're feeling pretty good to go ahead and hold on to these ults, and this would be DAMWON moving up to 11 rounds. Bunny spotted. The judge at this range is just not going to do enough. He's creeping. He's crouching over onto the flank. He's got 2 blast packs, and now he's got a Phantom in hand.
There's a chance. It's Bunny. Athena's going to get one on the bottom. There's Bunny.
Good. Kelly now gone. He swaps back over, drops down. Gets the kill there. Texture falling. Athena presses forward. Nano Swarm to buy some time in this 1v1. 150 HP remaining. Sentry going to be thrown down. The lockdown going to be used. He's just going to look to hold this. Tries to get the kill. He cannot do so. Secret clutches out the round for DAMWON. Absolutely massive.
That is really, really smart stuff from Secret. I mean, he's hanging out over by short the whole time, just kind of even over all the way up towards spawn, just waiting to see if anybody's going to come through there. Nobody, or towards A, excuse me, and nobody does. And that's okay though. That's why you have somebody playing off, because especially with the nano swarms already placed, you're allowed to play off that spike. You're allowed to wait for this go in. Plus you have lockdown. That helps too. Good shooting is a big part of that win.
I mean, this is 11 rounds on the board for DAMWON.
Yep.
Still have this Blade Storm, which Texture has popped. The res available from Eugene. I mean, there's a lot that F4Q can try to utilize. They are at a disadvantage, though. God Dead with a Marshall. Spectre for 5K. DAMWON looking to steamroll their way in onto the B site. Texture taking a smattering of damage here as they make their way forward, but 5K is going to be the first one to fall. Hunter's Fury now going to be used by God Dead, looking to open things up, looking for a kill. Doesn't manage to find any. Texture gets hit from the side. Someone comes in. God Dead gets a collateral with the Marshall. Are you joking? I need to see that. Pull up the replay right the hell now. That is going to be the thrifty victory effectively for the side of F4Q. They come into it with 2 rifles, a Marshall, a Judge, and a Spectre, and they win.
A great gravity well at the front of B to slow things up quite a bit. Even though Texture comes up and over in the back, he's just completely blocked in there. There's no chance for him to do anything. Marshall, collateral.
Show me the goods.
Please, somebody caught it. Ah!
I need to see this from his perspective. Well, we might have to wait.
No.
Hopefully we haven't. Hopefully we can see it, because
That's it.
so wild.
My day is ruined.
That is not something that happens often at all.
I feel like I just got broken up with Achilles.
Oh dear.
I'm really bummed, okay?
Well, they're not out of this yet, but DAMWON definitely at a bit of a disadvantage. You still have to show a lot of respect and Texture when it comes down to these Sheriff headshots. Funny up top. Oh man, they're just throwing so much damage into him. The heal does get pushed forward. Hawk up top, not gonna find anything.
Pow! Did it go through the smoke?
Oh, and Bunny finds Donghai. That is a bad look. Got him there on site. Rez comes through from Eugene, puts him back into the fight. Bunny jumping well into the back now. Comes in, and it is just a slaughter. F4Q. They make it happen. They get the defuse 11-11.
I mean, look at the timings and the crossfires from F4Q. They're incredible. I mean, of course, yes, they're at a huge advantage because of the gun situation. But regardless, I mean, Bunny is so hard to keep track of because he does stuff with the blast packs that makes him even harder to shoot than normal. He's not traveling in straight lines, right?
He's swerving.
Exactly, right? He's a screwball.
This isn't the replay that I want, but it's okay. We'll take
It's
a look at it
we'll
anyway.
take it. I mean, look at this stuff.
Whoop. Right over top of him. I mean, like, Eugene just didn't even know. He had no idea that Bunny just flew right over his head.
There was a gravity well placed in Hell to keep Texture, you know, in check as well. Everything is perfect about that retake for F4Q. They're coming from a bunch of different angles. Their utility's in great spots. Bunny's entry is good. This is really exciting now. I told you. I was like, well, this one feels like overtime. And then, you know, DAMWON and Kia rattled off a bunch in a row, but now it's a punchback. This is a heavyweight boxing match. This is
anybody's round.
not the start of that MMA match the other day. Woof. Don't watch that.
Wasn't going to.
Yeah, it was some dude hurt his leg pretty bad at the very beginning of the match.
Oh, I saw the, never mind, I saw the picture of that. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it was bad for him, but for me, it was fine. I can deal with that. Well, Hawks moving forward. They're getting really aggressive if they get punished. Let's make it a 1-for-1. Well,
Wow.
Lockdown coming through. Yeah, just continuing the charge out. Secret getting the headshot there onto God Dead.
Go to A, go to A, go to A.
Shots continuing to fly. Afina now going to be gone. It's just Zumba and 5 getting Zumba's down to 2 HP versus 4. They need to defuse this. Zumba does find one, utilizing that Cosmic Divide. They go push. He's trying to dance around it, but as they move in, Secret gets himself a 4th kill. And that is 12 rounds now for DAMWON. F4Q, they need to win this next round to take us into overtime. Otherwise, DAMWON will have pulled it off. They will have eliminated F4Q.
Yeah, it's a good attempt with the lockdown. I mean, you force them over into A-Link towards A, and they just smoke him. I mean, DAMWON Kia just clears it, no problem. And then you've got no crossfires. You're just trying to win a retake from one side. And what are you going to do? It's a great attempt with this Cosmic Divide to buy time and make it hard, but Secret's just nailing it. Comes in there. He was ready, right where Zumba was supposed to be. Texture sees the boom bot, takes it down. DAMWON Kia maybe looking to just try to get aggressive here and just end this. The stars are down right on the site. Lockdown is in as well.
Lockdown's going to be used. God, that does not have the Hunter's Fury. He's just one away from it. Going to zone them back. Shooting through. They're trying to get that kill onto the lockdown. They cannot do so. They will get the detain onto 5K over here at the B site. Plant now coming through. Shock Dart's going to be good. Softens up Zhonghai quite a bit. Forces him behind the box over at short. F4Q. Tournament lives on the line. Looking for this push. This retake here onto the site.
Take an incredible bunny entry again.
A few stars being thrown down. The sentry being used to try and slow up that entry. Bunny is up in heaven. I heard the blast packs. 5K finding one. Finding another. Bloodbath here as it's all on Zumba, and he falls, and DAMWON have actually done it.